with portable.
I think it was an actual like different game.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't the exact same game with added stuff. I think it was an actual different game.
yeah, freaking 4 with golden.
I mean, Golden was actually pretty fun, but I haven't actually opened up my original 4, so I don't. I think
it's
the
been a
biggest
while.
difference. Yeah, I think the biggest difference between 4 and 4 Golden is that I don't think you could go out at night in original 4.
No, you could.
You could. Oh,
Yeah.
damn! Well,
They just honestly they did a whole bunch of game tweaking
Mhm.
and made the game way easier.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's kind of like what they did with
3 and
3
Fed?
and 3 and portable.
Yeah.
Because even with FES, like they tried, and it did something.
I heard FES like the after story was like really fucking hard.
Dude, it was
Um,
ass.
But like the main game was actually toned down from the original. And
Then like portable, they were just kind of like, all right, look, it's still hard, but we're gonna size you up and actually give you things you can, use to win the game.
Now, Golden, it released on just the Vita or was on everything?
just Vita.
Just Vita.
Yeah,
right now
that's
it's
what I
still Vita
figured.
only.
That's what I figured.
Well, now that we got Vita emulators,
Yeah,
finally,
that's true.
now y'all PC boys can play it. Get
That's
your golden on.
It's a good game.
Get your
These
motherfucking golden
guys,
on.
they are all the way stroking though. See, like I don't know who's the publisher that puts that game out. What's
Atlas.
See, I don't know the Atlas mix-up because I don't play Atlas games.
No, it's not the Atlas mix-up. It's the Persona.
It's Persona mix-up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Because,
Yeah, Atlas Lily like does not care. They're just like, oh,
because
do you want this?
They've been doing this for like it's not anything new. They've been doing this for years.
I guess popularity kills, bro. Like, hey, people are buying it. Because people
I think
are
right now, I think the biggest thing right now is because P5 is probably the overall biggest out of the 3 games, out of the 3 the recent Persona games.
right.
Like 4 was big, but like 4 wasn't really big until Golden, in my opinion. Like till like late into 4.
It was big, but it wasn't. Yeah,
It wasn't day
like,
one big.
Yeah, it didn't reach its peak.
Yeah, like day 1 P4. I actually had pre-ordered P4 and I got it day 1. But like nobody was really hyping up P4 unless you really knew about it. It was kind of like the same thing with 3. Like 3 kind of like snuck out, but no one really knew about the Persona series unless you really were like in the SMT.
Yeah, you were that like person.
Yeah. So like I got 3 on a whim, and yeah, nobody definitely knew about that game until like after people chalked it up. At that point, it was hard to find because that's how the game was at first.
Yeah.
I feel like
you had to be in the know. You had to be in the know.
Persona 4 just wasn't as big internationally until like later. But like Japan, Persona's always been like a blow up.
It's all the
SMT
SMT series as a whole has always been big in Japan.
Persona.
But the Persona series is probably the one that broke out the biggest over here since since around 4. Like a little bit near the end of 3, but really didn't pick up to about like midway 4.
Because I didn't really know much about Persona, but I knew about Shin Megami Tensei. I knew about that game. You know what I mean?
What the heck is EJ?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was about
Anyways.
to comment, but I just left it at that.
Yeah,
and,
I thought I was late.
You were actually.
Oh well, excuse me. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had to do something real quick.
That's fine.
Okay. He had to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, no, I wish. I do kind of have to though.
Yeah, I respect that though. You better hold that in.
Yeah, man, I forget. I was like, I got a little time for the stream or for the podcast. I'm gonna stream for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm streaming, doing my thing. The freaking dude I play with, that's like, what level is he now?
The crazy
five,
player.
yeah, 596.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I'm like, just chilling. He comes to my stream. We're like talking. I literally look down. I'm playing hardcore on Nuketown, and I look back up at my top of my stream. That joint says 10. I said, "Oh, cool." I said, "What's up, Paul?" So I literally have like 10 people in the stream. I'm like, "Why y'all motherfuckers not here when I can stream,
for a longer period of time?
For longer than an hour."
That's how it goes. And now I'm getting called.
Ew.
Ain't got time for that, bro.
Cowboy theme.
It's not cowboy.
The dang 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 dang.
No, it did not sound like that. You're crazy.
You know what? We're gonna see this. Hold on a second.
Okay. Show me.
All right. Hold on. I gotta get the tech. Good thing I have your number now. Thank God.
Oh, you're gonna call me? Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna hear this. That's very cowboyish.
It's like more like house. Like,
No,
it's not
that,
like
no,
house
no,
music,
no. That sounds like some cowboy
like,
shit.
it's not. I mean, I do like cowboy stuff, yo.
The
Shout outs to Little Nas X.
Will you stop? Will you stop?
That dude is a hero,
Are you
bro.
bringing that freaking Bam up?
He honestly might like be the sole hero of Black History Month next year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like he
what
saved
about
us.
what about Billy Ray?
Billy Ray? He's not black.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Like, I'm pretty positive, yo.
I'm pretty sure Billy Ray can say the N word.
Yeah, he's not. Probably. He could probably get away with it now. He could probably get away with it now.
Not
He
before.
was probably saying it before, but
Trying to
just
say
on
he's
low
invited
key.
to the cookout now.
Yeah, he's definitely. Billy Ray is definitely getting a plate.
Yeah, I'll let her. I'll
Yeah,
let
Billy
him.
Ray's getting a plate.
He can't take my spot though.
Free.
He get the end of the table. I
Oh
get the
yeah, I
front.
mean, nah, I respect that. Like nobody's taking nobody's spot, but it don't change the fact that he getting a plate.
Yeah.
You know, he might even be able to get some of the ribs if he's there early enough.
Whoo!
That's an honor.
So he gonna show up to Rel's cookout.
Oh,
He
nah,
not getting any of that catfish, though.
That's a little bit too strong. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Rel had watermelon, all kinds of stuff at his joint.
He did actually.
Yep.
He definitely did. My man cooked a whole pig too.
Yeah, I believe it.
She was godlike.
I believe it, yo.
So everyone was faking. Nobody wanted to go up with me. I said, all right, cool. I'll go by myself.
I forgot I did something that day. Like I had to do something.
You're just like gone. I was like, you trying to go? You're like, nah. All right. Guess it's just me, myself, and I.
That's a song.
Went straight up into the hood. I was the only white person for like 2 miles.
That's what's up. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I was hanging out with all my homies.
I'm proud of you, bro.
All my brothers.
All right. Anyway, on that note, all right, I'm officially start the podcast, bro.
Hanging out with all my brothers.
Want to welcome everybody to Crashing That Podcast, episode 8. What's going on, peoples? How y'all feeling tonight?
Is it the weekend yet?
It is not the weekend yet.
Yeah, have you left yet?
This is.
I wish.
Yeah, this is the hump. This is.
This is definitely hump day.
Yeah. This is Greg's
It's a hump.
last podcast before he goes to the land of the rising sun.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that, bro?
It's daunting. Like shit, man. I've been like reading up on just places to go, and I'm just like, 2 weeks ain't enough. Still, it's still not
It's
enough,
not.
man. Like
It's a whole nother country, man. Like there's shit
2
that
weeks.
you've been in the States for how long? And I'm pretty sure there's stuff in the States you haven't done yet.
yeah,
you
dude.
know
Like
what I mean?
I'm not even mapping out places to go, but I'm just like checking out spots that I want to go visit. I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna do all this shit, man.
Yeah, you gotta make a priority list, and then
I'll send you my list.
Oh no, I can definitely tell you Kyoto is definitely like a must. That's like definitely a must go to. Everything else is kind of like whatever, but like that first week I'm definitely in Osaka. Then week 2, I'll definitely head over to Tokyo and hit up spots.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. It's just daunting as fuck, man.
yeah, because you're probably gonna have to have like a day planner or something, bro.
Yeah, pretty
You know
much.
what I mean, to manage your time. To
Like
make
I already
sure that
kind of
you
have
can
like
maximize.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of mapped out.
Right.
But like, and then like that first weekend is KSB, and then after KSB, it's just like,
Yeah. You
do
gotta
whatever
figure
you
out what
want.
to do from there.
yeah.
Yeah. You want to go to a? Actually, never mind. I'll ask you that later.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's about to say something crazy like a whorehouse or something.
You know it.
You
Yeah,
are
he
you are
does.
really close. You're
I,
almost
I,
there.
I
Saying
figured
you gonna
I
hit up
figured
that
it,
maid
man.
cafe?
Like, yeah, I knew it. Yo.
No, it's not a maid cafe.
It's a
Oh,
little
okay.
more than that.
Yeah, a little more.
than a maid cafe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You be getting that
So deep.
that El Stroco a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
The Robert Kraft. Get your Robert Kraft on.
Oh man.
I got you. Hold on a second.
Oh my goodness.
Copy link, and we're gonna post this right in the Discord. Baboosh. There you go.
That's OD.
This is definitely sitting in my saved list for Japan.
Too strong.
John got 5 stars.
Oof.
Too strong. Too strong.
Man, that's how we feel. And
Yeah,
this
man.
would be a thing you would want.
Hell yeah.
I'm
That'd be awesome.
actually not tired today because I didn't go to work.
Nice.
Boo.
Because I had to do surgical stuff. Had to get,
Are you missing half
had to
your
get
chest?
surgery.
You look like Tony Stark.
Nah, surprisingly, I got to avoid it. I didn't have to have surgery done. It's great. So,
What the fuck do they do?
yeah, all right. So, I guess I could tell the whole story. This is gross.
Nah, I just want
You just want
like
cliff notes.
yeah, easy.
Basically, what I thought it was before it got diagnosed the first time, it was exactly what I thought it was, and it's not as serious as what they thought it was. So they didn't have to operate. They just gave me some medicine. Just gotta take some medicine. Which, by the way, this country is screwed up for.
Of
All right,
course.
so for one, let's not even get started on how like fucked the healthcare system is here, right? It's not only is the healthcare system fucked, but there's like different tiers to it. And then there's also like different departments, which doesn't make sense to me. Like all health stuff isn't under one umbrella. They've got different it's compartmentalized. It's really stupid, right? So like, let's say that you got health insurance, right? Like you're good on that. You're Gucci. Health insurance does not cover prescription drugs. You need another insurance for that. Like that's really fucking stupid. Like every like little thing has a different insurance for it, right? So I'm insured fully. Like I've got insurance for like everything, right? But you need separate cards for each of the different insurances, and all I had on me was my health card, right? So when this dude prescribes these meds to me, which are just like a simple antibiotic, you know, I would go put the order in, whatever, right? And they're like, "Are you insured for this?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I hand them the health card, and they're like, "Nah, player, like we don't take these. Like we're gonna need that pill card, bruh." And I'm like, "Pill card?" They're like, "Yeah." I said, "I could try to look it up for you, but if I can't find it, you have to pay that over the counter price." I'm like, all right. So they try to look the shit up. They try to look the shit up, right? And they're like, yeah, I can't find it. So here's what you need. Like he like wrote down like the numbers and shit that I needed to figure out for the insurance. And he's like, in the meantime, I'm gonna put your order in, and I'm gonna have to do the over the counter price for it. And these dudes for a couple of pills wanted $160. And I'm like,
that's actually
right.
way less than I thought.
I'm like, all right, for some pills, I'm gonna find this shit, right? So I had to go online and go into like my account and all that and like go through all these different like pages and shit. It took like 40 minutes, but I found that junk, printed it out, got to that joint, handed them the slip, and the pills were $10. They're like, yeah, you owe 10. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, what the hell is this? This shit is a stroke, man. I can't. Like, I literally can't, yo. That shit is OD. Like, the markup, bro. It's like,
I don't make the rules out here, pimp.
I feel like you do make the rules. And
Oh, wow.
I'm extremely upset with you for the rules. Like, it's fucked up. Like, you know, you're stroking the common man. So for the people out there that are like avoiding healthcare or like don't have it, I feel really bad for you guys because they are destroying y'all.
The big stroke.
So like when I got seen the first time, right, on Friday, like I literally was in the doctor's office for 20 minutes. I walked in, they literally looked at it, they was like, it's this, and I walked out, right? And I don't know how much they charged me because I got health insurance. They charge them. Like I don't pay it. Like, you know what I mean? But on my profile, like I can go online for my health profile or whatever, and I can see what they're getting billed. So for me just walking in there, dog, like a visit, like a 20-second visit, bro, they charged them $200. Like,
Yeah.
like, are you like what is going on? Like,
the big
what is
bread.
that? I feel for people because there's people out there that don't have health insurance. Don't get sick, man. Just don't get sick because you're gonna get screwed. Like for real, yo. So that's what I had to
do not live.
Yeah. So that's.
Hey,
what
look
I
who
was
joined.
doing. Who joined?
It better not been
About to say this is
Mr.
a close
Kira.
Call. This is a close call. So,
Ew.
you know,
Put your hands down.
yeah.
I've been in here. I snuck
Wait,
in.
what
like a minute
are you
ago.
hitting a gang sign? What are you doing?
I don't know what that was. This is the Nick.
He was throwing something up.
That's one of these.
Yeah, he was throwing something up. But yeah, I guess we can get started with the weekend rollout then. Greg, you were first in here this week. You start. How was your weekend, buddy?
We already know.
Nah, he just talked about your next weekend. He didn't talk about the future, bro.
What did I do this past weekend? Man, what did I do? I don't even remember. Sunday. Oh, well, I do now. Sunday, I finished Persona 5. Finally, stopped slacking on finishing that game, so I finished that.
I don't even want to comment on that. There's so many games that I need to beat.
Yeah, trust me, that's being nice. My backlog's ridiculous, but 5 was a good finish, good game. Unfortunate that it ended the way it did, because I kind of want to play more Persona 5 stuff without playing 5 again.
Well, you gotta go buy the new.
Nope.
You gotta go buy.
We gonna
the
wait
other
on Persona 5 Arena. So I think that's really it. I didn't really do anything Saturday, if I remember right.
What you do, Nick?
What did I do? Oh man, what did what did I do? That's a good question. I don't really think I did anything. Nothing overly pressing I can think of.
Yeah, I kind of say that for my weekend. I feel like I didn't really do much. I know Saturday the good man visited.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he did. He did good stuff around the house, I suppose. And
Did good things.
yeah, he did good things. And Sunday was like always the chill day. We never really do anything on Sundays, but except that new episode of Game of Thrones, bro.
Yeah, that was actually good.
So this Sunday, I'm throwing a viewing party because this episode's gonna be freaking retarded.
I ain't gonna be here.
I'm sorry, bro.
I mean,
It's
you
not-
wouldn't make it anyways.
I mean, I still can't watch it though.
I mean, if you guys, you don't got HBO Go?
Nah.
Oh, I feel for you, bro.
Who spends money
Yeah,
on
like,
TV?
actually, the the pilot episode for season 8, there was 5.8 million people that downloaded it illegally and streamed it.
Good.
So
Smart people. Those are smart people.
that's
You better add one more to that.
Son, they spent so much money on making this season. Y'all better give them their dues, bro.
I ain't gonna give them shit.
That's messed up. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not nice.
Is what's her name still alive?
Which character?
The blonde chick with the dragons.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's still alive
Good.
for
Oh,
now.
shit. Oh Jesus.
For now. Without telling spoilers for the episode, they did a lot of stuff with character development and moments to make it seem like this could be a bookend for a lot of characters. A lot of people
yeah.
are gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Like they wrapped a lot of storylines up, or like, you know what I mean. It was kind of lighthearted but dark at the same time. So it's
Yeah,
like,
you already know how that goes.
yeah, shit's about to go down in that show, bro. So I'm excited for this next weekend. And then yeah, that's pretty much all I did this weekend. I guess we can go to young Ernest on his
I
weekend.
mean, Pound was a sleep weekend.
Did you
Definitely.
win?
There's a lot of blow ups. No, I didn't. I definitely didn't even go.
Where is that?
That was
It
in
was at Xan-
Xanadu.
It was
Xanadu.
That was
Wait, what?
Xanadu.
Yeah,
It
they're
was at
throwing,
Xanadu?
they're throwing majors there.
They actually. Oh.
That was the
Well,
same
hold
part
on,
of the crab thing happened.
Let me
Yeah, I know,
stop.
that sounds like, where-
All right, look, we're gonna get to the crab. Relax. Like we're gonna have a whole section dedicated to the crab. We're not there yet, okay? Trying to start the podcast off on a strong note. Jesus.
I threw it.
You threw it?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm proud of
Sorry,
you.
Hungry
Ugly
Box.
ass pants. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Hungry Box.
Ugly ass checkered pants you had.
So
Yep.
you know how hard he works up there?
You try to tell us, man.
Yeah.
He was definitely trying. If we didn't know, he was definitely trying to inform us.
Yo.
All right,
that
we're
what
not.
he was
All right. We're not talking about the crab now. Stop. All right. Stop. Not yet. Yeah. We'll get to it. Outside of Pound, did you do anything else for the weekend, EJ?
Sunday chill day. Saturday pretty much just shop for the house. That was it.
All right, cool.
Nothing crazy. But we'll get into that Pound stuff.
We'll definitely get into the
A
Pound
lot of
stuff.
blow ups happened there.
Outside of Pound, what's it called? Super TSB happened. Did anybody watch Super TSB?
Charlie
Oh, yeah,
won.
yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, I watched the BB teams for like the
Yeah.
last 2 matches. Whatever I saw, it wasn't much, but
BB Teams was on Friday.
yeah.
It was.
That shit was such a blow up, bro. Like I didn't start watching until Saturday morning. And it was
I didn't watch
like-
any of it honestly.
And I
'cause
only,
Once BB happened, I was like, all right, I saw everything I wanted to watch.
right, no, I respect that though. Like the only thing I saw was like the middle of BB tag. But it was kind of weird because it was like a team tournament the whole time, so it was like, I don't know. I'm like the whole time I'm watching it, waiting for like, okay, when is singles gonna start? But then
Yeah, the
Some
whole
of the
thing was
singles.
teams.
yeah,
I think that's kind of half the reason why that was definitely one of the reasons why I didn't really care about going up this year. I'm not against the team format. I just didn't really care for a team format for
right.
every single game, and I'm just like, yeah, you have fun with that.
Now the people that were there said that it was really packed in there, but from what I saw, it didn't really seem like it. Like compared to like other Super TSBs, it
They
didn't
look
seem
very
packed in there.
tame.
But I think it's the way that they scheduled it too, because the games weren't running at the same time. So like when a scene was in there, it was just that game scene. So like when Eunice was going on, I think Eunice was the entire downstairs was Eunice, I believe. And then like when BB Tag was going on, that was the only tournament being ran until that finished, and then Guilty Gear, and then Blaze Blue was all Friday or whatever. So like they separated it so that all the games weren't going on at the same time. Because you remember when last time we went to Super TSB, they had BB and Guilty Gear going on at the same fucking
I
time.
couldn't move.
And it was chaos.
I'm a small dude. I can move, but I
Right.
can't.
Hey, bro, can you
I couldn't
scoot?
move.
Right.
So I need some room.
Yeah, he said, man, can you
Heavy breathing.
Yeah, he said, can you give me some space?
But
No.
shout outs to young Charlie for winning the Blaze Blue team tournament. I don't know who all was there. You know, we don't
Nobody.
I think first was Tuxedo, Base Tuxedo and Greek.
Yeah.
And then second I think was like Dolphy and I don't even know who his teammate was.
So basically what you're telling me is that shit was Boston Blue beat at TSB.
Pretty much.
It was basically New York Blue beat.
So none of the like hard hitters went out there. Damn. It might have been the team format that killed it, honestly.
Yeah,
I think team format kind of killed most.
Shit, I'd have ran them on myself. I'd have been my own team.
I mean, I respect that. This is Steve
done the Steve H.
That's pretty godlike.
I mean, won a whole fucking tournament by himself.
I respect that shit. Do what you gotta do out here, yo.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's Steve H.
The true legend. I'm gonna find that video right now while you guys keep talking.
But like, BB Tag was pretty stacked. There weren't too many people that are like really good at the game that didn't show up. Like the only person I can really think of, notable player that didn't show up to it, was like LTL, and I don't think Fame went. Like Fame wasn't there either.
I don't think so.
So like LTL and Fame, they were like the big heads that played BB Tag that didn't show up. But like all the rest of the like pretty big BB Tag players were there from America. There wasn't any international talent at Super TSB. So I don't know. From a tournament standpoint, I think they've probably reached their peak for that event, in my personal opinion. I don't think it'll ever reach like
Found it.
a major status. It's more like a regional type of thing. But I don't know. It didn't. I don't know if it's that Super TSB's getting old, or it's just like, I don't know. It just didn't seem as amazing.
I honestly don't think they I don't know how much promoting they did compared to the previous Super TSBs, but it feels like a lot of people either didn't know or they didn't promote it as much or as hard as the other years. I could be wrong because, like I said, I didn't really pay attention after it became a team format. But I mean, I know in the previous years they were pushing pretty hard for Super TSB, and I think it being a team format, and then I know the biggest thing I remember them talking about was that they weren't having at the door registration. That also might have thrown a lot of people out too, because you know how people love at the door registration.
Well, they did that the last Super TSB, but apparently they had at the door registration for people from the area. It was just people that weren't from the area that couldn't register.
Yeah, New York door registration.
To me, that doesn't change anything because they would have done the same thing regardless if it was at the door or not. But I'm just saying, like, for people who are outside of New York who don't have to just take a metro to get to NLPC or next level, those guys got to like prep ahead of time, and they don't want to spend money on paying if they don't know if they're going to go. Like, I understand it, so I don't know.
All I know is that Blaze was salty because like a majority of the trophies was taken by people that weren't from New York. Their house came in and got raided, bro.
Oh, well, that's a New York problem.
They put up their walls, and the White Walkers came in and crop dusted them, and they're moving on to King's Landing. They're done with them. Like, you know what I mean?
Step it up.
I mean, yeah. Is SKD? Does he still reside in New York, or did he move?
He's still in New York. He's still in New York.
He is still a New Yorkian.
But I know he really don't mess with TSB like that. Like,
he doesn't.
Like, I know it was like a stressful environment, and I know he takes pride in like how tournaments are ran and stuff, and it's like they're like tournament issues with that tournament. And it's from like bracket running to like actual like console
collusion
issues, and yeah, there's that too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like under the table shit that happens there.
Not surprising. I feel like every local kind of has that now.
A majority of them, yeah. I could probably.
Yeah, when Kyle was running BB,
Yeah,
it's
it's like, come on, you
Collision.
gonna tell us? Like, you gonna tell me
I
Xanadu
don't
didn't
wanna
have
hear.
that going
I
on
don't
at
want
one
to hear
point?
that. Nah, I definitely did not do that for BB. I tried to, man. Like I felt like if you looked at the brackets for the monthlies that I ran BB at, there was a different bracket every time. So I was giving people chances. Like I try to make it as random as possible. Not all TOs are nice like that. I.e., Nick having a pool with SKD fucking 5
Every
years in a row.
year,
Like,
every tournament that you guys are at.
yep,
I'm like every year. Why?
yep. But yeah, it was. I don't know. I guess you could say it's a breath of fresh air because somebody not from New York won. They don't, because Charlie technically teamed with Greek, so a boot left New York, and then
Look, man,
Base's team won BB Tag, and Reno's from New Jersey. I think Base is also from New Jersey. So
Who,
they
Charlie?
took those. No. Base,
Oh, okay.
the Under Night player.
Yeah, there's
Hey,
too many
look,
people.
I'm
with
all
base.
about outside scenes, putting people in their place and being and humbling people. So, whatever. You be all mad you want, but you got humbled. Just
Yeah.
suck it up. Like, just realize that New York isn't the only. You
Scene
guys,
out here, yeah.
yeah, like there are definitely other areas that isn't just New York, New York, New York, New York. Like people are definitely grinding. So
I
you
have
can be all mad you want, but step it
no
up.
idea who won Guilty Gear. I didn't watch any of it. I literally like watched 2 seconds. I watched Shine put some hands on somebody with Potemkin, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
I think I don't know. Actually, yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know who won Guilty Gear or Dragon Ball. Those two I literally just didn't pay attention to at all.
Something I did notice though is that Alan was there. I haven't seen this dude
Yeah.
in like 3
Yeah.
years.
I haven't seen Alan since MacFest.
Yeah. Oh, he was at MacFest this year, wasn't he?
It was
That was his first MacFest.
extremely random running into him.
Yeah, that was his first MacFest.
He's like, man, I'm trying to come every year now. I was like, well, feel free. I'll be here.
Like the way I look at MacFest is, especially because we're so close in the area, is that there's really no reason not to go. So it's like something to do. And then for like other gamers, it's first of the year, and it really isn't any other event going on. So why wouldn't you do it? Especially if you're into like speedrunning and stuff too, because you could just stay and go to HDQ right afterward.
It is true, as long as you get a badge.
Yeah, that's the thing now. You're off that pack status.
I mean, I'm trying to do PAX this year.
Which one? There's like 1,000 of them.
East.
East Pack C.
Paxi Easto. Speaking of which, I'm gonna actually look at that right now.
Should probably
What's
do
that,
that,
Boston?
brother.
Boston? Boston.
Oh, we got like a whole year. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know we missed it, but I don't know if they had already started registration.
Yeah, they always start mad early.
Yes, sir.
When the hell is? Okay, PAX. We can go to PAX Australia.
All right. Anyway, like, I do want to go to Australia at some point, but I'm not going for PAX. Like, I'm straight on that. Like, we're not doing all that.
Crazy.
The BB tag matches were actually really good towards the end of the tournament. So it was a lot of like higher level play towards the end. So if you have not seen that, and there was a lot of like, I can actually say character variety. So if you want to see high level BB tag play and character variety, definitely check out TSB_Blaze's stream archive from Saturday and check that out. That was really interesting to watch because I get tired of seeing the same 5 people play the game. Like, it's literally the same 5 people, same 5 teams.
It's because people aren't developing anything. That's why.
I mean, there's probably gonna be more development now that it's in arcades. Like that launched last night. They actually had a what's it called? A launch day tournament that I was watching before the podcast started from Arc Systems official Twitch page.
Yeah, but you're talking about Japan. I mean, that's Japan.
It is Japan.
You over here in the Americas, where we wait for everyone else to figure stuff out. That's what I'm talking about.
You're
Yeah,
asking
YouTube
too
boys.
much. You're asking too much.
I'm not asking for anything because I already know what to expect. I mean, I just watch BB Tag so I get to see our high players and just be disgusted that they don't actually mix up the pressure. That's all I do now.
So why are you gonna mix that pressure when you can just horse assist out? That's his point. You're not supposed to play him. You're supposed to use him as support.
My bad. Yes, I'm doing it wrong. My bad,
Yeah.
My bad, fellas. Playing the guy wrong. Sorry.
Oh, that's OD. All right, I think that's pretty much it on Super TSB. Does anybody have anything else to say about Super TSB?
Event sucks.
I respect.
I think they shouldn't block off the back or the what was that? The front? No, that was the back of the store like that. It kind of directed traffic like right at the end of the store in a bad way. Like,
what do you mean block?
because when we went up there, it was kind of open, if that makes sense. But when they had that rope that actually blocked off the main setup, yeah, it kept players away from the from bumping into the players on the actual main stream setup. But at the same time, it was like narrowing the venue even more, way more.
Well, maybe they shouldn't be weak and be able to handle someone pushing them while they play.
I respect that.
That is true. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, it's like
I
I
agree with that.
don't think it was as bad as you think it was because they separated the scenes, so it wasn't multiple scenes there. It was just like the scene for the game being played at the moment. So like it wasn't as many people as it was when we were there. Like when we were there, they had like 3 games going on at the same time. But like Super TSB this year, they had like maybe 2 games at once, and it's one for each floor. So you had a game going on upstairs and a game going on downstairs. So I don't know. I wasn't physically there. From the camera, at times it did seem crowded, but then at other times it felt like, wow, there isn't anywhere near as many people at this Super TSB as there was last year. So I don't know. I can't comment on it. I wasn't there. But no, I respect that though.
Yeah, that's my only little take on it. But other than that, good tournament.
Yeah, logistically,
I like how it was ran.
Logistically, you gotta accommodate your players, man. You never want to cramp somebody up so that they gotta be
They look like sardines in that.
rubbing up on some other gamer and potentially catch an R. Kelly suit, dog. Like you definitely don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that, yo. So, while we're on the topic of R. Kelly, I know that you watched part of it. How was Pound? EJ, that was a really terrible segue. I apologize for that.
No, that was a good segue because this dude got some hands laid on him.
Oh, okay, inform us.
So we had a money match between sponsored player Sam Sora. He just got sponsored with EU. Don't know who they are, but congratulations. And we had ESAM. I'm pretty sure y'all know ESAM. Maybe not. Maybe you do. Whatever.
You guys know ESAM?
He's a Pikachu player.
Yeah, that dude.
He don't have hair.
Bald-headed dude. Bald. Nothing wrong with bald. But
that guy, he kind of looks like a King of the Hill character.
Yeah, he do. Kind of.
He got an egghead, but
he do.
Continue.
All right, so this dude, right? They challenged each other to a money match. It was supposed to be free for ESAM or whatever. They were talking mad shit beforehand, and this dude ends up getting 10-1 by Sam. 10-1 on stream, and
yeah,
it was for $500 too. A pop.
I mean, that sounds kind of reminiscent to a money match that happened over here not that long ago.
What happened here?
I mean,
wait, let me finish. Let me finish this joint, and then you could tell me all about it.
I
don't want to mix it up.
I don't know if we want to avenge the fallen.
Let them lay in their grave.
Yeah, we might have to keep that one buried, bro.
All right, but so this joint happened 10-1. Pretty embarrassing for ESAM. He was pretty pissed. Commentary said it all. And my man Sam Sora made a tweet like literally 5 minutes later saying, "How did I let him take one game off me?" That's bold.
It's not bold when you're up 9 games.
Son.
I respect that.
Yeah, like if it's 10-1, yeah, I'd be questioning how to get that one game off if I'm already at 10-1.
That's
like,
so godlike.
Says how did I let that slip through? It's not supposed to happen. It was pretty decided.
This is something that leads into like how we were talking about in an earlier podcast, where like sometimes the results don't reflect the effort that was put in, because the matches, like I saw a little bit of the set, the matches weren't as lopsided as the score shows. Like some of them were pretty close, but unfortunately he was not able to clutch it out other than one match to be able to get the victory. So it looks really bad on paper. But
it looked terrible.
It kind of puts me in a position, right, where I feel like, so all right, so if I were to say this, right, would you guys be against or be against it? If let's say that we have a high stakes money match, and instead of 500, it's 1,000, right? And it's a first to 10, and you have two people playing each other in the money match. One of these dudes is clearly underqualified. Like we already know it's gonna be a stomp, right? I kind of feel like if somebody beats somebody more than like, all right, so like the score is like, I don't know, 10-3. If it's anything 10-3 or lower, you should prorate the payout. I feel like you shouldn't have to pay the full amount because it's not even like a contest. You know
So
what I mean?
it's the getting shit on tax.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of unfair because it's like, especially if somebody knows, like you're kind of getting finessed at that point, right? Because I'm pretty sure the opponent knows. I'm pretty sure he knew he was gonna destroy this guy. Like there was no contest to that. Like, and the dude, E-Sam or whatever, in his head, he thought he could contend with him. But the guy that he played like against him, I'm pretty sure he was 90% sure that he was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna 10-0 this guy. Like,
Yeah, no, that's what he said.
EJ, who does he play?
Sam Sora plays Peach.
What?
Peach
What?
Daisy.
Really? Is that like a bad matchup?
It's Peach.
Yeah, it's Peach.
I
She's
mean,
top
she
tier,
is
though.
good, but Pikachu's
It's
also
Peach.
really good.
Yeah,
It's
you're
Peach,
right. They're
though.
both top tier.
It's Peach though.
It is Peach. She's kind of ridiculous in this game. I'm not going to lie.
This game,
She's actually ridiculous.
though, like she's always been relatively
She,
solid.
she was cheeks and
Yeah,
PM.
she's always good. She hasn't been bad in a single Smash game.
Yeah, like she's always been relatively solid.
No, she was ass and PM.
Yeah, the dude Sam
All right.
Sora,
Anyway,
he kind of looked
Saying.
like one of the dudes in what was that? What was that movie Tom Hanks was in when he was on that ship in the Caribbean? What was that movie called?
Castaway.
Nah, not
Oh,
Castaway.
no, the other one.
The one
the other
when,
one with-
when,
with
The
the-
one with the pirates.
with the Somali pirates came on or whatever.
I just call it the Somali pirate movie. I don't remember.
Oh, I know.
I literally do not remember that movie's name.
That's Castaway Part 2.
Nah, Captain Phillips. I think it's Captain Phillips, yo, or whatever, yo. I don't know. But the dude Sam Sora looked like one of them dudes. Like,
Oh my goodness.
He literally came in his hand and was like, "Yo,
I'm the captain
look,"
now.
he said, "Look at me, look at me." He said, "I am the smasher now," and he took his money. Took all 500 dogs off of a scrape. How long was the match? It was like what, an hour?
Barely.
Barely an hour.
That's actually rough.
That's actually pretty short for, we know how long Smash goes on. Like, I can't really comment on Ultimate because Smash 4 is a different beast. Like, that game was long as fuck.
Not when you're getting 10-1. That shit went fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. It's kind of OD. Anyway, there should be all right. There should be a scrape tax. Like if you're beating somebody over 3 games, like they're not even getting 3 games, there should be a prorate to that. You should not have to pay the entire amount. Like if he beat him that bad, I feel like the dude owed him like maybe 300. Like he can keep 200 dogs. He can keep 200 dogs. 500 is kind of extreme for a 10-1. That's really extreme. You know what I mean? Because add on insult to injury, not only are you getting embarrassed, but you're also getting your money taken. Like, you know what I mean? We wanted to be at least competitive. That's not competitive. You didn't even make half of what he made. Like, he made 5 games. It's not competitive. So there needs to be that. There needs to be a scrape tax, and I feel like there needs to be a back out fee too. Because there's people that'll get themselves into something, like into a money match, and then before the money match takes place, they realize that they fucked up, and they're like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore, yada yada. I kind of feel like you already agreed on the money match, so you owe them some money for even setting it up in the first place. You're backing out. I've always said that with a back out fee.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with like rules of engagement for money matches. You know what I mean?
Is that like when what's his name tried to money match Word?
That Theatus, yes. He would have got hit with the back out fee because a week went by.
My man said, "Yeah, Word, I'm gonna be real with you. Really, I really don't want my ass beat."
Yeah. A week went by. Back out fee initialized. Like immediately.
There should be a back out fee. That's godlike.
He'd have to pay that. I feel like the back out fee should be equivalent to like.
It has to be a set percentage of what your money out
Yeah, that's
for.
what I was gonna think. What do y'all think back out fee should be? What, 35%?
25.
25? Lower?
Yeah, keep it easy.
I feel like that's solid. Because you are getting money for absolutely nothing. You're
Yep.
just getting money for a waste of time.
Yep.
25, yeah, 25 is fair.
Yeah, and it just makes math easier too.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. Yeah, we're gonna start a rules of engagement with that. I'm gonna post it on Twitter and see how the universe feels.
Fucking ROE for money matches. Let's go.
Yeah, Need it, man. Because these people out here are relentless, yo. You
Did
gotta
you
watch
say
these.
ROE, EJ?
Yeah, rules of engagement, bro.
That's what. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were trying to say
My marina chilling.
ROI.
I need to put that up.
Oh, you spelling wrong?
Yeah.
You misspelled it.
So I know it's in the Marines, but I'm not retarded, bro.
Because you gotta be careful of these side betters too.
Why?
Because they, you know what I mean, they're just as relentless. Sit there and make the side bet, and when shit starts going left, you know, they kind of like fade into the crowd. You know, they kind of like, you know what I mean. The Homer Simpson and the little fern bush, like he's just out. You know what I mean.
Here in the background, my man, all the way in the crowd. He said,
Yeah, you gotta watch these guys, man. I remember.
I'm out.
You know, I mean, I got respect for Sharpie in that sense, because you remember what was that final round? The one final round, she made all those side bets, and she had to pay that out.
Woo!
She
My
could have
pocket.
hit. She could have hit this. She could have hit this Homer Simpson, man. She could have been out.
And then when I saw her next time, I'd be like, "Hey, you got my money?"
You wasn't gonna see her next time. You was gonna see a bush, bro.
Oh,
She was gonna be gone.
all the way gone. Okay.
But nah, she said the responsibility. She held that. I respect that, but not everybody's like that. Is what I'm saying. So you gotta be careful of these people out here. We need rules of engagement, you know, and consequences for people that don't want to obey the rules.
I made like almost $200 that day. That was awesome.
I don't know. I respect that. So those two guys, the dude Esam or whatever, and what's the other guy?
Samtor.
Yeah, that guy. So do those two like each other? Like, was it friendly?
No,
afterwards, or
apparently
like-
there's some beef. There's some beef because they've been playing each other in bracket, but Esam's so lighthearted that he tries to like not
Oh.
engage into that.
We need
Yeah,
some
he's-
villains, man.
He's a very super like PG, no pun intended because he's Panda Global, but yeah, he's like super friendly and he's trying to keep his image like super family.
Well, I guess because he's sponsored. But there's a
Exactly.
way. But the thing is, like, there's a way to go about that, right? Because at the time, Punk was also PG when he was going on his tour, and he was like an Omega villain. He was a heel, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So there's a way to go about it. But I guess because I don't want to blame it on Smash, but there's a certain way he wants the public to percept him that he doesn't do that. I don't know, but man, we need villains, man. We need villains. There's too many people trying to play the protagonist. You know what I mean? Way too many people. It's healthy. It's healthy for the scene. Because even like in sports, there are villains. You know what I mean? Like there's straight villains. Even sometimes when the people that like you would consider to be heroes. So like for instance, right? Last year, Caps won the Stanley Cup. You know, shout outs to hockey if you're into that or whatever. Even though in our eyes they are the heroes, there are members on the squad that are clearly villains. Like you got Tom Wilson. That dude is the enforcer. He's gonna go out and he's gonna rough people up. Like, you know what I mean? He's that dude out there that will go out there and do the dirtiest shit to make sure that we get the job done. So we got a villain even though we're a protagonist. You know what I mean? But like FGC wise right now, man, it's so bland because not only the games, we've already established that, but nobody's willing to go that extra mile to actually make it entertaining. You know, outside of like watching high level play, it's boring as fuck. You know, this is why I don't really watch tournaments like that anymore.
It's pretty ass.
Games are ass. Oh, we already said that. Anyways,
Like who went up to Super TSB and like kicked everybody's ass and started talking shit? Nobody did. The only person that he really didn't though. Charlie's so freaking nice, dog. Reno. Okay, let me tell. I guess we can talk about Reno.
Hey,
Let's
tell the
talk
Reno
about Reno. Let's talk about Reno, bro. I'm not gonna tell the Reno story, but Reno. All right, so
I
this
still
guy.
want to hear the story one day.
All right.
No,
I will tell the Reno story. Let me get this
This
point out. Let me get this
Story is
point out.
awesome.
And
Tell the
I
Reno
will tell the Reno story, okay? Let me finish this point first, okay? Damn it. Anyway, so I'm starting to understand and realize that Reno, he's just gonna pop off about anything.
Yeah.
So he teamed with Base. So they were teamed for BB Tag, and if you watch the footage, like Reno, he played, like he you know, he played the game or whatever, but he kind of got carried. Like Base kind of did a majority of the work. She had the highest workload, you know. And afterwards, when Base won the tournament, Reno popped off because, like, I guess he really wanted it. Like, he even said it on commentary when he got the mic afterwards and they interviewed him. He was like, he really wanted that tournament, which, I mean, I can kind of respect that because there were several pretty strong BB Tag players there. But at the same time, it's like you got to give props to Base because Base worked her ass off. Like, she, you know what I mean? She decimated the competition, and she won the tournament for that. And she kind of popped off afterwards too. She was like, I'm the queen, and like she went on with that for like a good 5 minutes or so. But like if you watch the trend, so like Reno popped off at Super TSP, right? Reno also popped off at, what was that, Winter Brawl? Did he win Winter Brawl?
Yeah, he did.
And he popped off about that. He popped off at Boston Blue Beat. So he just like pops off. Like I guess it's a part of the persona. Like I'm not knocking him. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just like I understand the matchup now.
It's a brand.
When he wins something, he's going to pop off no matter how he wins it.
Said, I can't believe he popped off on me. I don't even play this game.
That's
Really?
That's on Pump.
OS,
That sounds soft. That's on Pump. I'll still stand by my feelings.
What was that, episode 2?
It was a lot of episodes ago, man. But
That was episode soft.
yeah,
Yeah, you ain't
Punk
lying.
is definitely soft for that. He's definitely
Jesus, man.
So the Reno story, right? The original pop off, the OG pop off, yo.
Oh wait, I remember the story. You did tell me.
Well,
did
I guess I could tell it for the
Maybe.
cast because the podcast
Okay.
wasn't there, yo. So for all you casties out there that's listening to the cast, yo, this is the original pop off Reno story. So Reno entered BB Tag at Boston Blue Beat, and he made it to grand finals. And I actually forget who he was playing in grand finals. I want to say it was like a Hazama Gord player or something. I don't know the guy. I don't really follow the scene like that. So a lot of like stronger players that are like mid-clad, I don't know who they are. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. They don't got the screen time for me for that. So I guess I don't know if there was like shit talk involved beforehand or anything, or I guess somebody was bragging that they were going to win the tournament or something. But long story short, Reno decimates the guy. It wasn't even close. Like he fucks him up. It was free. And after laying an immaculate level of hands on him and finishing his final match to win the tournament, he jettisons himself out of the chair like a NASA rocket and just starts screaming obscenities. Obscenities in the term of, yeah, fuck Boston, and you guys are some N-words, fuck Boston. And like as he's like popping off, right? I like the way the venue was. It was like there's hold on, let me change the camera to me. All right, the way the venue was, right? It was like, all right, so in front of the camera, like you guys watching the podcast, you guys are the main setup. This is where he's playing, right in front of us. I'm sitting where I am right here. So like there's an aisle. I'm literally sitting in the middle of the aisle because I'm lazy as shit and I wanted to watch. So I just took a chair, put it in the middle of the aisle, and I watched that jump. I'm not about fire hazards. If you are worried about being involved in a fire incident, you need to be close to an exit. Don't worry about running through my ass, because I'm going to sit there anyway. But anyway, I'm sitting in the middle, and then on the sides of me, they had the rows of the consoles. So the actual tournament was taking place on the two sides, whatever. So I'm in the middle in a chair. Nick's like standing to the left of me. Stefan's like behind me, right? So as he pops off, so you guys are Reno. Like, as he pops off, he gets out of his chair, he turns around, he points at all of us. So, like, us and, like, everybody in the crowd that was watching him. He's like, yeah, fuck Boston. Y'all some N-words. Fuck you. And, like, I'm like, dying because my chin is on the floor because he was, like, so eager to say this N-word. Like, it was so good. It was so good. Like, it was just really good, right? So, as he's busting it, he had his homeboys that were behind him. It was like these two like black guys. I don't know. I guess they play other anime fighters or whatever. And as they're walking by, like he finishes pop off, they walk by or whatever. His two homeboys come up to us. So we're not from Boston. We're from the DMV area or whatever. And his two homeboys look at us and he points. He's like, yeah, y'all some N-words too. And I'm like, we're not from Boston. We're from here, man. Like, what are you
All
talking
three of us
Like,
are just like,
what are you
we're not
talking
from
about,
Boston.
man?
If you're going to do a pop off right, at least be correct.
Oh my god, yeah, so I'm like, bro, we're not even from here. He was like, oh, my bad. Oh, what? Like, oh my
So
goodness.
you just see Reno, he's just like, oh, well, y'all still ass.
Like, all right, man. Like, whatever, dude. Like, whatever, man. So,
all right.
I didn't even play.
That shit was hilarious, man. That was like one of the best things that happened to that tournament outside of Stefan winning it. Like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I mean, like, 9th in BB Tag. I don't know, like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Playing my all neutral team.
I think I got like
You got like 11th.
11th or some shit. I had a really hard bracket though. Like I literally played all the people that were top 3. Like,
I got like all the nobodies, and then I had to play Reno in winners.
mhm.
And this dude and I play the exact same team, and he's like, "You need to do this." I was like, "Bro, I don't even play this."
He's
like, what?
True shit.
He's like, oh, I mean, all right, then you're actually doing pretty good then.
So
I'm like,
fair
man.
enough.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Nooch.
But yeah, that's the Reno story, yo. So yeah, this guy, he just pops off. I guess he gets excited, bro. Like every scene has that guy though. That either it's like a pop off thing or like when Nas used to play fighting games from Delaware, he just gets salty. Like, you know, like everybody's got like people that have those tendencies, I suppose. You know. Everybody's got those people. So, like, that's my last sentiment regarding Super TSP. You know, that's how. Congratulations to the winners. You know, so on and so forth. Except for Greek, he didn't deserve that boot.
That's why I didn't get it. Charlie did.
Nah, they both got it. You both get it.
Oh, they both got one?
Yeah. It's a team tournament.
Man, this freaking giving out awards to both people bullshit.
It's a team tournament. What are they
Says
gonna do?
guy
Split the
keeps taking
trophy?
someone's awards,
Right.
For not doing anything.
Yeah, we want to look
Don't
at your
out
trophy
me.
rack. We want to look at yours. Alright,
Yeah, it's
that's
right
OD.
there. You want to look at it?
That's OD, man. This dude is crazy, man.
Oh, you can't see.
You can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it. Yeah, that's OD.
Yeah. That's my award. I won it.
All right. I guess this is as good enough a time as any because we're about halfway through the podcast. Now we can release the crab log. EJ.
Yeah.
EJ, can you please fill us in on what in the fuck is going on with this crab shit?
So what happened was Pound Sunday Grand Finals. Melee side, we got young Mango, who was in winners, played his fucking ass off all the way through winners, and he has a lot of fans. So I'm just gonna say they were in the audience for sure. And then you got Hungry Box coming in losers. My man makes it all the way through 6 games and beats friggin' Mango for the title. And you know, my man is pretty salty. You know, Mango. He gets up, shakes his hand, walks off stage, and as he's walking off,
before you proceed with that, yo.
huh?
When he shook Hungry Box's hand, did Hungry Box leave his seat yet?
No,
So
not at
Mango,
all.
This is a head-to-head setup, correct?
This is a head-to-head setup. So Mango gets up,
He had to get
shakes
up
his hand,
and walk across the entire stage to shake his hand.
and shake his hand, and he's still sitting there.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, that's kind of disrespectful. He didn't pop off or anything, but I guess Mango just wanted to get off.
How do you
So-
guys feel about that? Should the opponent that loses, should they have to be the one to initiate the sportsmanship?
I feel like it should be both.
No, fuck that. Come shake my hand.
So how do you feel about that, Greg?
You're a low-key ass.
I really don't care personally.
Honestly, I feel I'm with that too. Like I could care less. Like regardless with handshakes and stuff, like you don't have to shake somebody's hand. There are people out there that are going to say no to this. By the way, this is my personal opinion because I know Coma was like really big on this when I was like, yeah, you know, sometimes I just don't shake people's hands. And he was like, what? You got to shake people's hands. You know, sportsmanship. Da 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 da. Like all that.
I won't take anything Coma says about that when we got the whole tipping issue.
Yeah,
So-
he definitely doesn't.
He,
Tip.
he played 9, so you can't
But,
trust him.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it. I kind of feel like if you win, you should probably initiate it because 9 times out of 10, your opponent's probably like still contemplating the loss anyway. So adding insult to injury, they have to extend courtesy to you. That's kind of much. But the problem with it is it can also be perceived a certain type of way if I beat you really bad and then I extend my hand to you. It's kind of like saying, okay, you're free. So I don't know, man. It's
I'm sick. I don't want you shoving your hand in my face.
Definitely a double-edged
Yeah,
sword,
it's
yeah.
a touchy subject.
Remember the whole Nemo thing? That was a story for a while.
I like Nemo though.
Like Finding Nemo.
I mean,
All right, anyways.
I mean, Nemo found himself some bands, like at the expense of this country, quite a few times. That's insane, yo.
And went back to Japan rich.
Yeah, let's go. Turn up. He said, if I could come to America and make a couple $1,000s every time I come, not even playing a tournament, well, I could play a tournament and make more money in the money match than playing in the tournament on some stupid Gaijin, I'm going to do that.
That's stupid guy, G.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't winning anything at the time.
I'm going to run that. My man's literally flew all the way from Japan over here to bust somebody's ass in some Marvel, a quick first to 10 for a couple K, and then hit them with the 6'9" stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Because he knew he was going to win
That's a
anyway.
lot of fucking yen.
This dude, he won like how many high stakes money matches? I want to say like at least 5 or 6 for like $5 grand, bro. Do the math. Off
Yeah,
Marvel.
he got somebody's salary.
Yeah, off dumbass Marvel 3. Let's go. Let's freaking go, yo. So anyway, we kind of went on a tangent there. Back to the story at hand. So Mango gets up and he shakes
Hungry Box's hand.
What's his name?
And as he's shaking his hand,
Humor Box.
Hunger Box.
Hunger Box.
Yeah, he shakes his hand.
Guy? What's his name?
Hammerbox.
Hammer Box. The H stands for homie. It's homie box.
Homie Box.
Homie box.
H box.
Yeah, so he shakes homie box's hand.
And leaves the stage. You know, I think he just wanted to get out of there, like I was saying. And all of a sudden, as Mango's leaving, actual physical crab cooked. I'm pretty sure it was cooked. Everybody's saying it's a lie.
It was a cooked crab.
It was definitely cooked. It was red.
It was
people are
cooked?
retarded. Anyways,
I could have sworn I saw it move.
thought it was red. It was red.
Hey, look, it wasn't moving.
Steamed.
It wasn't moving
It's
after.
dead.
It wasn't moving after Hungry Box was done with it.
Oh no.
'Cause he ate it.
So anyway, continue.
He gets a crab thrown at him. And before
All right, let me ask you something.
hold on,
All right, now come on, curious, man. I'm curious. So
That's not even it.
what exactly was the angle of the throw? Like, was it thrown like directly at him, or did it like skyfall?
it missed him.
Or did it like
It,
curve?
Honestly, if this dude stood up,
Yeah,
it
would've
would
hit
have
him.
blocked him in the head.
So
Yes,
it was
I
like
agree with that.
So it was thrown directly at him, like above his head.
Yes.
He like arced it.
Or okay, so it's kind of like a grenade.
Yes.
Kinda.
kinda
He
like
just
a
like
lob?
looked straight up and just like choo.
Okay,
Just
okay.
tossed that joint.
All right, I have another question. What was the velocity?
It wasn't that hard because it arced.
Yeah, it was just. It was
If it hit
kinda
him, it
like-
would've been,
was
like, out.
Yeah, it was like shooting a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, with the crab though, with a
Yeah,
live animal,
Exactly.
Yeah.
with a live animal.
It was dead. It was definitely cooked.
It's definitely cooked.
Continue.
Definitely cooked.
Continue.
So Hungry Box gets up,
Sick.
proceeds to walk to the audience. Who
Threw this?
so he starts popping off.
Who threw this?
Who
Come here.
who the fuck threw this? Who the fuck threw this? He said, "Hey man, fuck you," because apparently somebody owned up to it.
He was like,
That dude's the boss.
He's like, is it?
That dude's the
So,
boss.
the amount of people that went into like sleuth mode on Twitter, like these motherfuckers are enhancing photos. This is looking like a CSI Crime Miami episode. Like somebody got the like angle from like behind Hungry Box, and then like in one frame,
Oh,
you see this white dude just like shoo, just tosses that
hold on,
joint.
you gotta
Oh,
talk-
wait,
you
he's
gotta
on
talk-
cam?
Hold on, listen,
Yeah.
man. Listen.
Oh, you might have to
You
roll
got-
the tapes
you gotta,
out.
bro. You gotta talk about the precursor, bro. You gotta talk about the tweet.
Okay. Oh, the precursor, bro. The
One of the chick was taking the photo
Yeah.
of the crab on the
so
chair.
before 2 hours,
Oh my
at
God.
least 2 friggin' hours before this incident happened. Somebody
a whole
tweets
crab.
something. Yeah, like there's a whole crab sitting in this chair. I'm sick. Or something like that. Like this is the most Maryland shit I've ever seen.
It really is. I
This is the most
honestly,
Maryland
if
shit
I
I've
saw it
ever seen.
before, I'd have been like,
Oh
that is
my
real
God.
Maryland shit.
And then that happened. So people were like
Yeah,
commenting
Kangaroo
on it
Post wrote,
afterwards.
"Oh my God."
They're like, this is the best time tweet ever in the history of Twitter.
Oh my god.
Ever.
Fucking crab.
So
It's a whole crab.
So Hungry Box. So Hungry Box. So Hungry Box gets the crab thrown at him, right? And he gets mad. And he pops off.
Sick.
And
Yeah.
he grabs the junk and it's like, yell obscenities to the crowd. The dude owns up to it, and he just says like, "Fuck you." And then what does he do? What happens to the crab? Like, how does the story end for the crab?
All right, so how does the story end for the crab?
I just threw it away.
No.
Oh, did he eat it?
He gets really emotional. Gets very, very emotional and says, "You know how hard I worked up here?"
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And then he gets sick and throws the crab on the ground, bro. He destroyed it. He broke it. That joint is in pieces at this point. I was mad.
He spiked it.
Yes, he spiked. He real life spiked it.
You're not allowed to be back in Maryland if you spike your crab.
If you
Look,
spike
You
a
gotta,
whole crab,
you
get
gotta,
outta here.
you gotta eat it at that point. Like,
I would have ate it.
Look, man.
I'd have been pissed and I'd have
Think,
ate it.
man.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna be real with you right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This motherfucker got a whole package from Jimmy's Famous Seafood. That
You're
joint-
joking.
Oh, I'm not. This one says there's a package just came in for you. It says Jimmy's Famous Seafood, and it's like a whole like rack of fucking of ew. This dude put them on the floor. Oh, he's so bougie. I'm about to fight this dude.
What did he send him?
Yeah, I'm
Send him
confused.
crabs.
They sent him crabs. This
Yeah.
is like so, and literally after this happened, right? So no, we actually were talking with each other as this happened live because we were playing COD. We were all playing COD. We was in the court, and Zach is like, "Yo," he said it like 30 times. I really wasn't paying attention to him. He's like, "Yo, HBox just got a crab thrown at him," and like I wasn't laughing. It wasn't funny then because I'm thinking it was like a plushie or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody was just like trolling. I didn't think it was like a live animal. Now the actual like event of the physical crab, it didn't even really strike him. It kind of like missed and like landed near him.
Great grazed one
But
hair.
like, that is not funny. Like that wasn't funny at all. But
No.
him proceeding to pick up the crab and react, that was probably the funniest shit like ever. And I'm not one to laugh at anybody's pain. The dude throwing the crab, technically and legally, that's assault.
Yeah.
You know, the guy, if Hungrybox wanted to, he could have pressed charges. I don't know if he is proceeding to go through the law to press charges for the assault of the crab. I don't know what happened to the perpetrator that threw the crab and owned up to it. I don't know if he's banned from Zan or whatever. I honestly don't know how to handle that type of situation. Like, if we want to look at it from a legal standpoint, technically it's assault. He should probably be banned from the event, honestly, because you should never do that.
You saw Twitter's whole blow up.
You should never throw it at people. But this guy is a champion because for the last, it's been like, what, 4 days since this shit has happened?
3-ish days, yeah.
Yeah, like 3-ish days. This dude has single-handedly halted the internet. I cannot get on Twitter and look at my TL without seeing some crab shit. There's crab shit everywhere. People got like crab emojis next to their names on like Twitter and shit.
The wrong people.
And then I've got like it's gotten so bad. Like the memes have gotten so bad, right?
They've devolved, honestly.
Like
they were pretty strong in the beginning, and then it's like gone downhill at this point where they're like taking Hungrybox's face and just putting it on a crab.
Yes,
And I'm like,
it's evolved.
oh my God.
It's evolved, bro. I've never seen a meme evolve so fast, bro. There's a dude that like made a custom me. He made a Hungrybox, right? He had the crab item hit him, and then it played the Persona music, the like you never see it coming shit, and he died. Like there are people that did that. Like yeah, there's like people that did that, right? So like they're taking it to like a whole other level, right? But the thing that's crazy is it's like it's not even just the trolls that are getting in on this meme. Because we've got verified accounts and companies that are making trolls. So like Axis Games, the official Twitter, made a crab joke and like added him. They like added him. And then like a day later, Arc System Works official Twitter made a crab joke. They like apologized, but then made a crab joke like inside the apology. Like so people are having way too much fun with it, right?
Did you see the link I posted in the Discord?
I gotta check. I have to check. I do not.
Yo, somebody is smoking some loud outside. I'm about to close this window.
It's me.
Holy shit.
Are
God.
you fucking kidding me?
I.
So this is an official Twitter account of a restaurant, Jimmy's Famous Seafood,
Yes, I was talking about.
and I guess they're gonna send him some crabs, bro.
They did. You gotta click the whole link.
This is OD. All right, so as we go further with this development, right? Let's say that the shoes were on the other foot. Let's say that this was us sitting up there, right? And somebody threw a crustacean at us.
We're not getting crab. As
What-
much as I would
what-
love to get crab, we're not getting
Okay,
crab.
all right. So
What-
I would say in my history of being in the fighting game community, I've never seen somebody get crabbed. Period. That is like, let's get the record straight for all y'all out there in podcast land. It is not a Maryland thing to get a crab thrown at you. I've never seen that shit happen. It's been like, what, almost 12, 13 years of this for me. I've never seen somebody get crabbed until that Hungrybox shit. Like, that was literally the first time. So don't get it twisted thinking that you're going to come to Maryland and win a tournament and get a crab thrown at you. Because it's not the norm. That is totally out of the norm.
Might be
Like-
a norm for the Smash.
Yeah,
Now that
it's
we've
pretty
got that
normal for
straight.
Smash.
But if you were in Hungrybox's shoes and you got crabbed, would you have reacted like that? How would you guys have reacted?
I'd probably laugh. I'd be like, "What is this?" So who threw a fucking crab at me?
What about you guys?
I have no clue, man. Like honestly, like I said, for me, I probably would have got mad. I probably would have took the crab and ate it. because you don't waste crab.
No,
I
you
definitely don't
don't.
waste crab.
Well, you
Not
Hell
gonna be in
no.
Maryland. Not gonna be in Maryland. You never
Alright,
waste crab.
I think I understand now. Do you think that he was kind of salty because a part of him wanted to eat the crab, but he realized how much work it is to eat crabs, so he got mad?
No. First
Who
off,
threw
I
that?
guarantee you, he probably don't know how to eat crab properly. That's the
He,
first
he
problem.
definitely doesn't know how to eat a crab.
That's first problem.
He
I
definitely.
mean,
doesn't.
L's had
Out of
no-
frustration, he probably was like, "Man, I want to eat this crab, but I don't know how to open crabs. Like these aren't crab legs, and I don't know how to deal with this." So he probably just threw it out of frustration.
Where's all the salt and pepper? There's no Old Bay on this.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I'd be sick.
Me personally, if I'd have got a crab thrown at me in a tournament, I probably would laugh and I'd pick it up and I'd be like, "Yo, what the hell?" Like, I'd be really confused. I don't think I'd get mad, you know. Now it'd have been different, right?
Honestly,
It'd have been different if the crab struck him in the face. Like if it was like,
That would've
like SWAT, because anything hits me in the face and I'm pissed, like instantly. Nobody likes getting hit in the face, right? But for what happened, like there wasn't really any damage done outside of, I guess, his pride or feelings or whatever. There wasn't any, you know what I mean? Like,
it's kind of soft.
right, you know. I guess he took it in a bad way because I guess he felt the crab was a slight towards his gameplay. I'm gonna be real with y'all. People don't fuck with HBox. Like, they don't like his play. They don't like his character. You know, people hate the turtle. Like, he's literally doing the Chris G shit in Smash. Like, when he was doing the fucking Mordoom shit. He's literally doing that.
That is correct.
And it took the Marvel community a very long time to respect Chris's play. Like, they hated it for a long time. And eventually they embraced it and they were like, this is cool. Like, they were fine with it. I don't know if I can ever say that for Hungrybox, because Mealy's old as shit. He might never get that. You play Jigglypuff. I'm sorry. You choose this life, and this is what comes with it. Sometimes you're gonna get a crap thrown at you, bro.
There's even like a little mini documentary some company made with him.
On
I
the
think it was
crab?
I think it was HTC.
It's on the crab. On the crab throwing.
No, not on the crab.
I was
Not on
about
the
to
crab.
say, I'm like, bro, we got documentaries in 3 days, man. We are working out here, bro. That is good. That is really good.
But pretty much he knows the players don't respect him or like him, but he doesn't care. He keeps the persona on purpose as kind of like the hill.
Because he would, if he didn't care, he wouldn't have acted the way he did up there.
Right.
That's just affecting his ass.
He would have basked in it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
he'd have been like, "Oh, throw the crabs at me, throw the crabs at me." Nah, he got up there, he got upset, he got a rate about it.
He said, "You know how hard it work."
He didn't just
That's
say
the
it.
best part.
He was kind of like crying.
He was crying. Yes,
Yeah,
he was
You
crying.
have kids.
That's-
Mango got a kid, and he not crying.
Mango
Mango got
definitely was
whole
not
kid.
crying. Do you feel like if Mango got the crab thrown at him, he would have reacted like that?
Oh, his ass would eat it like right off the floor.
Yeah. I kind of feel
Yeah.
like Xbox is the only person that would have took it the way he did. Like,
Yeah,
granted,
yeah.
I'm not condoning the throwing of crabs. It's definitely assault. I want to clarify that, guys. But I don't know. I feel like it was a little OD the way that he reacted to it. Just
A little bit,
A little. It was a little extra.
just a little bit. But for the memes, it's hilarious.
That shit is fucking gold, bro. I don't think it's gonna not be funny for a very long.
Have you seen the huge Twitter blow up after it happened? Not even because of the crab throw. Like when they were going through, they're like, "Yo, we gotta find this guy," blah blah blah, and they're like, "Fucking," like I said, CSI Miami up here.
Yo, I give it to him, man. The Smash community was fucking on it, bro. You remember when Noel Brown got banned from the CPT for doing that stuff to Andre's girl or whatever? And like nobody knew what was going on. Like the FGC didn't give a shit. We didn't investigate that at all. One dude gets a crap thrown at him, and you've got the entire Smash force of Twitter trying to find the guy that did it. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they did that, but people are like, "Oh, you guys are going on a freaking witch hunt to find this guy and ban him from events," but y'all be like letting like rapists and freaking like abusers and shit in your events.
That sounds like the NFL.
And I'm like,
they found the
"Whoa."
dude because he was like, "F you, man, F you."
It's crazy. They're just like, that was a huge blow up. Like that was going on for like at least 2 days. It was like back to back. They're like, "Oh, well, y'all keep letting this rapist," and they're like tag him and like put their photo in it. I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like,
Yo,
Jesus.
Smash players be.
Just for the Smash joint?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's a little
The
OD.
only thing I saw on Twitter was the memes. I saw because I don't really follow Smash like that, but the event was so powerful that it
transition.
it spilled over into everybody. It was kind of an everybody type of event. after that shit happened.
That's crazy.
I had Justin Wong on there talking about, you shouldn't throw crabs at Hungry Box because he's godlike and stuff. And I'm like, stop chilling, Justin. You know that shit was funny.
He said, he
shit.
said, smash tier list.
It's not about, all right, look, it's not about HBox being good and people aren't. It's the simple fact that it's funny. That's why. All right? I'm pretty sure the dude that threw the crab was like, hey, watch this shit. I guarantee that's the thought process that went through his mind. I don't think the dude was sitting there with the crab, watching Grand Finals, being like, yo, if HBox wins this shit, I'm going to throw a crab at him. I'm pretty sure nobody thinks like that. There's no way that this dude is that much of a villain that people are thinking about doing ill and, misdeeds to this guy. You're gonna have to explain that to me, EJ, because I don't follow Smash like that. Is there any way that people's animosity is that big for HBox that they're thinking about doing bad things?
I think he's gotten death threats before. I'm 100% bothered.
He definitely has.
Well, who hasn't gotten a death threat? I feel like that's kind
Shit,
of.
I get one like every event I go to.
I'm proud of you.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like that was so.
I'm not
Anyway.
gonna argue. Like I'm so used to it. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do kind of play like a shitbag,
I do.
so you kind of deserve it.
I also be talking shit the whole time it's happening.
Yeah, I respect that. Then I don't think I've ever had a death threat because people like me too much. But, it is
I
what it is.
definitely have it.
You got one for playing Roy.
That character's godlike.
He said, Roy's our boy. More like, Roy, I'm about to kill you. I'm like,
Oh
"Damn."
my goodness! Jesus.
So basically, what I was thinking is, right, now that it's become such a thing, what's stopping us as a community from banding together and going on the internet and find like some crab hats, and like every time HBox plays, everybody in the crowd puts on a crab hat.
That's godlike.
I mean, I'd do it.
Or maybe we could just get him a shit ton of Old Bay, like a big ass like tub.
Next time you come to Maryland.
I don't know. Long story short, does anybody feel like what happened and transpired in the aftermath is anywhere near as serious as they making it seem?
No, they're kind of weak for it.
No. I think the memes are hilarious. Like as far as like making fun of the event, because obviously that's probably never gonna happen again.
Son, did you see how fast Calvin ghosted when the crab got thrown?
Yeah.
And he started, and Hungry Box started getting irate. This dude, because Calvin was about to give him the trophy for winning the tournament. So he's walking on the stage, right? Hungry Box starts cussing at the guy. This dude, Calvin, backs the fuck up, gets off the stage, and is out. Like, he got out the fast way.
Shouts to Gimmer.
Yeah, the homeboy. The home brethren. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like torn on it. I don't think it's as serious as like it's become, but at the same time, it's like people were already having discussions and talks about like event security, where we have to worry about like firearms and like bladed weapons and shit like that. Now we can't even trust the food. I'm not even trolling. You're laughing. Like I'm trying to be dead ass, man. I'm serious, yo.
He
We
said,
can't
he
even
said,
trust.
yo, what you got in your bag? He said some chicken tenders. He said, nah, you got.
You
You gotta get that out of here, man.
He's like, hey, he got some chicken nuggets in here. He
said, tag him. They take him down, bro.
So my man got a whole Long John Silver's burger in his bag.
Oh my god.
He said, you know what? So I'm sick of your shit.
We can't even trust food anymore, man.
So, first, I'm not allowed to bring a gun.
But they weren't searching this man. They were searching you for weapons, but they weren't searching you for crabs, bro.
He get through security. He got the evil villain laugh off of DV. He said,
Could you imagine being in an event and you watching people go through security and somebody pulls a crab out of their bag and gets ejected? That'd be OD, man.
so you gotta go.
He said, I mean, it's like ruffling around in the bag and shit. It's like, hey. He said, what the fuck is this? He said, what? Like, you see the crab, bro? But I think, so when he was popping off with the crab, right? He was like shaking the crab as he was addressing the guy. And you just see the fucking claws are like, they're like wiggling and shit. That was funny to me, just watching the crab. The whole interaction with the crab. Watching it like.
It was wiggling.
Watching that joint like wiggle itself and then him spiking it.
He destroyed it.
Yeah, the crab wasn't dead before he got it thrown at him. It was definitely dead after he spiked it because one of the claws was missing. Somebody's got to call PETA, bro. We got a
I think they
crab
commented
murderer.
on it. That's the sad part.
We got a crab murderer out here, bro.
Oh yeah,
pretty
somebody did tag PETA.
I respect that. That
Because
dude's
PETA
a hero.
always comments.
You should. That
Smash Brothers leading to the abuse of Are crustacean animals? Not on our watch.
Nah, I
From
believe
now
you.
on, we're banning all Smash tournaments.
That's what's up, man. They gotta go. They gotta go, cause you know, Hungry Box got a crap thrown at them, bro.
Our crustacean brothers.
But not even trying to troll. It's like you can't really trust anybody now, cause it's like, all
Can't
right,
even trust yourself.
we're trying to cut down on event issues and stuff regarding physical altercation and stuff like that. So it's like you got security to deal with weapons and stuff of that sort, but if we can't even have food inside the venue, they outlaw food in there. It's like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Do we have to go the Larry route and have people wear clear backpacks? That's what we have to do. Make sure people aren't sneaking crabs and shit in there.
Man, the Larry route is kind of not foolproof anyway, because you can always sneak stuff in like other places.
That's what I'm
In,
saying.
in your pants.
Because my man could have had a fucking firearm in his whole butthole and brought that shit in there, bro. So like, you know what I mean? It doesn't solve all the problems.
I got a whole knife next to my meat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who knows? You know, like
You just hide stuff in your stick.
I respect the idea of being proactive with security and trying that out, but like, yeah, they're definitely like, if somebody's trying to bring something in, they're gonna get it in there. I'll put it that way. You know what I mean? But it's like, you can only be so safe. You're not safe anywhere. All the shit that's going on in this country, like, you're honestly not safe anywhere. But do you guys feel like there are going to be any lasting effects from this incident regarding not only just the Smash scene but possibly the FGC?
Yes, Xanadu is about to ban all food.
Are you kidding me?
I am very sure.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Said,
That's-
sorry,
I thought it was already
players.
bad.
I mean,
Say
that might
so,
actually be a blessing in disguise because the food there is fucking trash.
I mean, it is, but
You got chicken tenders, bro.
I mean,
I
they're
bet
not, they're
you-
not good chicken.
I bet you spent $12 on them joints.
He said
Hold on, do they even sell crabs there?
no.
No.
My man brought that shit there. That is
Yes.
so good, man.
He probably was like, while I'm in Maryland, I'm gonna try this crab. This joint kind of good. I'm gonna take it home. He's like, fuck Hungry Box. He says,
you know
"Who?"
what? I think Hungry Box really enjoy this. Woo!
That's insane.
Free throw.
Man, got a whole
He said
crab.
these leftovers are sure. He said sure are good.
That shit
He's, oh
fire.
man, I gotta
said-
catch my flight in a couple hours. I can't bring this with me.
He said, "Zoop."
Man.
He said, "Damn, I wanted Mango to win." Zoop.
He said, "Oh shit, Mango won." Zoop.
Damn. Either way,
How do you? All right.
the winner would have got crab regardless.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying though. Yeah, there's definitely a video. Hold on, can you link the video, EJ?
I
For the chat?
y'all.
All right. Let me ask you this: if this were to happen in the FGC, how do you feel the FGC would have responded to it?
Everyone got the person that got hit with it, and if they started being soft, they'd get roasted.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Damn, we got a pussy over here."
Yeah. Do you feel
I
like?
know for a fact.
Do you feel like Smash enables this kind of conduct?
Yes,
Okay.
It has to be.
that's why we. That's
There's no
why
other
he is
reason.
the way he is.
I know the reason.
I said there's no other reason.
Oh, this. Oh, okay. I was about to say. I'm like, I don't know the reason. I don't understand those people.
How did the whole moth get in here? I hate moths.
I'm
know.
Or because you have your dumbass window open.
It's
It's
probably
definitely open.
that's probably what was in the chimney, bro. When you were freaking out the other day.
Oh, Mothman.
He was like, "There's something in there, man." It's probably a moth the whole time. He just wanted to come down and say what's up.
He said, "Can you come down here, Kyle, please?"
Yeah, he really wanted to come down there. I wasn't trying to assault the elements, bro. I don't know what was in there, man.
Please.
I don't fuck with ghosts. I'm just keeping it real with you. Like, that's not my forte.
Man's low key
You know what I
kind of sick.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. He was scared as an adult.
Please.
But
No.
yeah. Do we have any more comments on the crab subject? Does anybody have anything else to input on the Hungry Box crab assault case?
Free my man Mango.
Yeah,
Mango?
that's
Hold on,
all.
did Mango get in trouble for it?
No.
Oh, why we gotta free him then?
Because he got
he-
second.
yeah.
He's what?
Nick got it. Nick got it.
How's he supposed to
Oh, man.
provide for his child? If
Exactly. You
Hungry
get in
Box did
second
not let him
place.
win.
Hey, look, man. Nobody told him to have children, yo.
He got whole tattoos for this game. He should have won, bro.
I don't know what to
Yeah.
tell him. I'm
Yeah, you
sorry.
take a Smash tattoo.
I definitely do. It's on my chest. I got a
Sorry.
smash ball right on my
Look,
titty.
I don't got no sympathy for anybody that makes it all the way through winners and then gets 3-0 reset. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody comes all the way back from losers and beats them, I got no respect for nobody like that. I don't feel bad for Mango because he had plenty of opportunities.
To not be ass.
He had plenty of opportunities. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry.
I guess it do be like that.
It'd be like that, man. You got
Everything meme related happens to this dude. I don't feel bad for him.
You talking about Hungry Box or?
Yes, everything.
You feel
The
like
whole
he brings
Leffen thing with no fist bump.
Ugly box.
Yeah, he might as well be now.
Damn, I'm not trying to roast him, bro. We're talking about what happened to him. This is a
sorry.
travesty.
I'm done.
That is what's happening.
This is a tragedy that happened to Hungry Box. Not you know what I mean? Like we're not trying to roast him.
He looks like people's like
yeah,
illegitimate uncle.
I will definitely say that he is not looking healthy. I don't know what is going on. In his
Sad
daily
part
life.
is he's my age and Nick's age.
Yeah, he dog.
Really?
He look.
Yeah, I think he might be slightly younger too. That's the really sad.
Hold on, I gotta look this up.
You-
Hold
Oh,
on.
you talking about the video?
I already
No,
seen
his
that.
age.
Hold on, which video is this one, EJ? Is this the one where
This is a different angle.
That's the best angle.
this is the crowd shot one?
Really?
Yes. This,
I thought the one where it was behind him. See, they're like the dude in like the dark shirt behind him. That's the one that I saw.
yeah, this crowd.
And you
shot
can
one
like
is
you can
godlike,
see the
bro.
crab like hit the ground.
You can see it on there too.
Yeah, but it was like HD on the other one.
HD.
Oh,
Dude's
my
25. Oh my god, dude, why does he look like he's fucking 30?
God.
No,
Dude,
he's 25.
he looks like he's dying, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
don't know.
honestly think Jigglypuff is sucking the life out.
I was
of
about
him.
to say
When's
that.
his birthday?
June 21st.
So he's older than me, slightly.
He's older than I am.
I don't know if it's the character sucking the living life out of him or if it's the game, bro. But
It's the
something,
game.
something
How
is,
old is-
is
how old is
killing
what?
his soul, dog.
Playing a
24.
fucking 24-year-old game.
He legit has a deity like feasting on him, bro.
Yo, freaking Mewtwo King's 30. I mean, he does look it.
He looks like he's 30, bro.
Oh, does Hungry Box.
Hold on,
I'm
so
sorry,
did any
Rango.
of the Smash Pros comment on the incident?
Of course they did, but I don't know what they said because I don't
Oh,
care.
okay. Oh, that'd have been really interesting if you had.
No, they definitely did. If you look it up, you can find. They definitely commented.
Weston Dennett. Oh,
All right,
West
so let me ask you this: with us not knowing what they said about it, how do you feel like they reacted?
trolled him.
Think they
Oh, I
trolled
don't think they did.
I kinda
Like
think they
that's not
probably
cool,
did.
man.
Yeah,
Because if I would have won, I would have won a crap thrown at me. Blah
Yeah,
blah.
they
You know, that's how they responded. That's not cool. Find this guy. You know, because you saw the Sky Williams joint. He was like, you know, ban that dude ASAP. We don't want him here.
I mean, it is assault. I can't argue with that. Like, you know what I mean? He technically should get banned. He threw a crab at him. Like, that's assault. But I don't know, man. It's a touchy subject, bro. He should definitely be banned. I feel like he should definitely be banned, but it should be like a soft ban. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
agreed.
ban. I wouldn't
Learn
ban
your
him.
lesson.
Yeah, I wouldn't ban him from everything. Not that, you know. Not that. All right. Do we have any more crustacean related, like, you know what I mean? Before we get off this, man. This
No,
shit is
I
fucking
think we can crab this up.
All right. Oh my god. It's not. It's gonna be funny for a long time because of how he reacted. I'm telling you, man. We haven't seen the last of the crab. He's gonna return, like the end of a fucking Avengers film and shit. Said the crab shall return.
He said, "Should have aimed for my heart."
Yeah,
I should just give him a business card. That's what I said.
A whole crab. You should just hand him a crab.
because he's got his little fitness cards and shit with the crab with the muscles on it.
Oh God.
So, do you feel
Hold on,
like?
for
I kinda-
reference,
I
got
kind of
the-
feel like if you did that, I don't know how HBox would react to that. Man.
Damn, man, you looking kind of thick. Man. You know, I can help you out.
You gonna
Yeah,
pass
bro.
on that
In case
shit?
you're wondering, I do fitness workout, and I can help all 8 legs, man.
Hold on. Damn, focus,
There,
bitch.
there you go. Hold on. Your camera's trash. Your camera's trash. Your
Hold
camera's
on,
trash.
Yeah, you see that joint? Yeah. Yeah.
It's still hella, okay. That's better. That's better. It focused.
Woo! Texture boy. Hey.
That's what the crab was like before it got tossed.
yeah. Then he nerfed the shit out of
My
it.
man's just missing the whole claw and all kinds of crazy shit, yo. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, we're done on that. We're good on the crustacean talk. All right, so for the last 15 minutes of the show, or not the last 15. I'm sorry, we got 30. But anyway, for the next 15-minute segment, right? I saw something pretty interesting on Twitter today. And right now, a lot of stuff is Avengers themed because Avengers Endgame drops tomorrow. So for all y'all that
Please hurry up.
are excited about that, that's gonna be a thing this weekend. It's gonna make a fuck ton of money. We're not here to talk about that though. Anyway, what it said was it had a picture of the Infinity Gauntlet doing the snap, right? And it was like, if you could wish away one thing from the FGC, what would it be? Like, it's just like it's gone. It's never coming back. Like, you know what I mean? So I figured there's 4 of us. We all have different takes on things and such. I figured each of us would say what we would wish away from the FGC, and we could comment on that. And honestly, if it's a good enough topic and all that, we can actually open up the calls. We can open up the call line for that and go into it. So
I'm gonna go last because I already know.
You
and
wanna
it's
go last?
Very
Alright.
controversial.
I actually do not know what I would wish away, so I'm gonna think about it.
I know exactly what, because this
So-
shit's a fucking plague.
Who wants to go first? What they would want to be gone from the FGC?
What do I want gone?
Like it's just outlawed. It's done.
Okay, let me fix my mic. Exuberant ass venue fees.
Hey, you know what the funny thing about that is? When I first saw this tweet, Justin Wong tweeted it, and that's literally what he said.
I'm fucking tired of paying like $100 pre-reg.
Did you see the Cape Brad tweet?
Yeah.
No,
What'd he say?
What do you talk about?
Honestly, pretty much everything K-Brad said is how I feel.
Yeah.
What was it, Greg?
I gotta find it, but he was talking about how like he had to like pay like 100 or something out of pocket for like pre-reg or some shit. Like, was it pre-reg or was it at the door? I think it was pre-reg, and he was just like, "Yo, like,
Why?
why am I paying 100 for just the venue to get in before I start paying for the games?" Like,
I remember
Well-
a period of time where venue fee was like $30.
it was 30, yeah, like
Yeah,
pre-reg was
like-
like 30.
That's
Like,
fine
me-
for me.
You know, me and Coma actually talked about this years ago, where he was like, he was talking about specifically, he was talking about Big E tournaments and how like pre-reg used to be like $20 or something like that, and at the door
Yeah.
was like 30, and then now it's just like he was talking about like, yo, why am I paying like $50 for pre-reg? It used to be like 30, and I'm paying $50. Like, where is it going to? Like, you know where it's going? It's going to the pockets. But like, you know, it's like, why am I paying 30 more bucks for pre-reg and nothing's changing? Like, why am I paying extra money for the same tournament? No improvement, no whatsoever. It's just like, yeah, like it's not going to the pot. It's not going to make the tournament any better in the future. It's just I'm paying extra for no reason for doing the same thing I've been doing for the past 10 years.
Agreed.
Now, I will definitely say that there are a couple of things that happen behind scenes in tournaments that we don't know and understand that do require cash revenues. Like, for instance, for tournaments to be streamed and to bring hardwire into venue areas, sometimes there's a fee for that. I can attest for CEO Taku, where to get a hardwired hard line for a single stream in that venue, the hotel charged Jabali $500. So that was the thing, right? So I can kind of understand it from that standpoint, but even so, CEO Taku's like final registration fee was no more than like $50 or $60.
Right.
Like Big E and them, and I can even say for Evo and such, like venue fee will be like capping out at like $80, $90, $100. Like, you know what I mean? It gets like kind of absurd and insane. My thing is like, I don't understand why the door fee is as much as the late registration fee is, and it's like, why am I getting charged as much as somebody that pre-regged that's paying at the door? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. The scoring scale doesn't make sense to me, right?
Yeah.
But there, I don't know. It's a cash grab.
I don't know where this tweet is. It's lost into the abyss of T Brad's tweets.
That shit is kind
But
of fucking.
yeah, I was kind of like, I'm kind of with Nick on that. Like, why am I paying all this extra money just to pre-reg?
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'm being punished for pre-registering.
Yeah.
Like,
So there's
why?
that. No stuff. No like casuals on Sunday. Like freaking, you go down at like 9 a.m. Start of the first like top 8, and like every setup is gone except for like one, and you're like, okay, well, like that's kind of ass.
What's the point of going?
Yeah, it's like I don't really want to go down. Like if I'm down there and I'm playing and something like dope comes up, I'll stop and I'll watch it. But I'm not going down there just to sit there and freaking circle jerk with all these other losers and watch. Like that's boring. I don't want to do that. I want to play games.
That's the thing that's definitely been plaguing tournaments for a while, and I feel like only a few events have kind of actually really done something about it. I think out of all, I think Frosty's and Combo Breaker are probably the only two that I can think of that really have kind of tried to keep a good amount of setups up for everyone. But I mean, also Frosty's is a Friday Saturday event, so having it up on Saturday really late, you kind of get the benefit of the doubt. And then Combo Breaker, I mean, it's 24 hours, so
Right.
like they actually I actually feel for Rick and his team at Combo Breaker, because I mean those dudes already have the thing set up for 24 hours, and you know most events they have it usually go to about like 5 or 6 before they start really shutting down casuals. I mean, Rick and them, they usually keep that shit up all the way to the last game of top 8 grand finals. And then usually even then, maybe like 10, 20 minutes after the grand finals and everything is done for the last game, people are still playing until they get to that point of where they have to actually break down that table in the setups. So even after, you know, the last game is done and they've done the ceremonies and all that stuff, you're usually still playing until they get to where you're playing at whatever table is, so they can start breaking stuff down. So I mean, you gotta realize they're trying to get all that stuff packed up at a certain amount of time, because you know they're at a time limit to get all that stuff out.
Right.
So I definitely give some shout outs and appreciation.
I
to
feel
Rick
like the simple
on that.
solution to that issue, where it's like the main venue breaking down setups and stuff, like people do need to get out of there. Like we can't stay there forever.
Yeah.
That's honestly a thing. But the simple solution to that is having a BYOC area.
I was just
I
about
feel
to
like
say that.
tournaments should, at this point where we're at with the FGC and all that, there should be a dedicated BYOC area where people can play casuals. You know what I mean?
You know
like-
what has that? You know what has that?
Tell me.
Combo Breaker
Combo Breaker definitely has that.
has a BYOC on top of the 24-hour. Yeah.
CEO definitely has that as well.
CEO's another.
And CEO Taku.
CEO
CEO
Taku had it
Taku
too.
is another. Yeah, and CEO Taku
CEO
has.
Taku was crazy because the main venue had mad setups in there for mad long, and there was a whole nother area where they had a BYOC area.
Yeah.
So you had
It's like-
plenty of places to play.
Yeah,
games.
CEO and Combo Breaker, go figure, are the ones that kind of like see, because I know you guys haven't been to Combo Breaker. Because Combo
Nah,
Breaker
I
is
didn't.
in its own little like convention center area that's connected to the hotel, and if you're staying at that hotel, before you even get to that convention center, you get downstairs, you walk towards the convention center, you pass the pool, and before you go outside, there is there's like a little ballroom hall, like a little ballroom that you pass before you go outside, where that's the BYOC. There's some vendors over there. Usually there's arcade cabs and like pinball machines and whatnot, and then there's actual casual setups there. On like on the outside and like kind of like on the inside and middle there, they have all the arcade setups. Last year they had a little different because they also did the secondary and third streams over there. So you had like in one of your area in the back, you had them doing all the secondary streams that they had all the the side games being streamed on. I think there was like another stream on the side that they had for another area. Like it's like that ballroom is big enough that they could hold like another, like they could hold a regional on their own in that little area there before you get to the actual venue, which is already big enough to hold everything.
Mm. Wow. Well,
So yeah, see, again, Combo Breaker and CEO are kind of the standards overall for like everything.
Greg. So the question is reflected on you, yo. One thing that you're gonna do away with in the FGC, you snap your fingers, it's gone forever. What is that, bruh?
I'm tired of I'm honestly tired of seeing top players not do more for the community, in the sense of
Okay.
like having a voice. They have a voice when it comes to the game, right? But like they don't really have a voice outside the game. So when there's like sexual harassment and stuff like that going on, everyone's quiet until it happens to the boy, to the girl that they're cool with. But like
Right.
nobody says shit until it happens to one of them that they're already close to. Any other thing, like no one really says anything. Like I think a good example is the whole thing with infiltration. Nobody was really saying anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obviously a pretty well-known thing. I can understand people were waiting to kind of get like a clear assessment on everything, which is probably the most reasonable thing everybody did. But after everything kind of came out, nobody really said anything.
No,
Yeah, like,
honestly, it kind of got swept under the rug. And
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought this up. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but within the past week or two, I actually seen his Twitter resurface. Like he's been
Yeah,
commenting on stuff.
he's been streaming from time to time too.
Mm.
Because I think I still follow him on my Twitch, but like I've seen him pop up from time to time, post on Twitter talking about he's about to start a stream. But I think like the only person throughout that whole thing that I can think of that is well known that talked about it was, ironically enough, was James Chen. And like I didn't hear anything from like Justin, didn't hear anything from any other one person who's all cool and buddy and chill with him for like nobody else really said anything. But James Chen was the only one that I can remember that was actually kind of talking about it and bringing it up with people who were on Twitter discussing the whole situation. Everyone else couldn't tell you. Nobody said anything. But I definitely wish more of the top or known players were more involved with kind of like that stuff, since it's being such as a big thing now, the whole, everyone being sexual harassment, and everyone being a lot more people coming out as homosexual or just trans. I would love to see a lot more people be a little more considerate of their scene,
Right.
or just the group of players that they play with. Like, it's cool to say something because you're kind of like, you see it as a thing, but like everyone has like one or two comments that they tweet about, but like it only goes to that. It doesn't go any further. Like, they don't really they don't really touch up on it. I think Ricky's probably like the only one I can think of off the top of my head that kind of does. I don't really follow.
Yeah, I feel like Ricky does it because Ricky's been through it. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. But the thing is, it's not up to Ricky to have to do that. There's so many people that have influence and clout in the scene that could benefit and be able to do something to prevent situations and stuff like this from happening in the first place. But like, as you said, they don't. And I don't know if it's a thing where people don't want to put their stance on something out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But whether you like it or not, it's the FGC. It's a community. A community means more than one person. We're all in this together. So like, what happens in this scene is directly all of our fault. So if somebody's getting slighted against because of, I don't know, sexuality, or if there's personal things that happen to somebody in the scene, because I know we've dealt with all kinds of stuff in the FGC. We've dealt with assaults, we've dealt with robberies, we've dealt with, discrimination, like all these different things. It's up to, all of us collectively as a community to address these things, to get rid of it and abolish it. Otherwise, it's going to keep on going on.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop.
Ricky talking about it isn't going to be enough to stop it. You know what I mean? These other people that are turning a blind eye on something is pretty much telling me that you're allowing it. You know what I mean? Turning a blind eye is just as guilty as somebody that agrees with what happens. So I don't know. I definitely respect that opinion there, Greg, for wanting to get rid of that, because it is kind of ridiculous at this point. For as long as the FGC has been around, it's kind of ridiculous that some of these things are still things.
Yeah.
If anything, it's kind of worse, with technology and such, social media.
I agree. Like, you see the whole thing with Ricky having a stalker and shit?
I didn't see that, but I know that for a while Sherry Jennings had one.
I only know because I guess somebody was retweeting it on my timeline a few weeks back. I think Ricky had went to some biggie, not April Annihilation, but the one before that, I guess it was Winter Brawl or something.
Right.
And she was saying that that the person stalking her was also at the event. Then like, she's put like restraining orders on him and shit, and he's still being still bugging her, and yeah, like it's kind of wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't condone that. Especially we've already talked about event security and such, and it's not just a thing for like weapons, but weirdos and stalkers and shit. Definitely really big.
Yeah, that's just gotta go.
That's swept under the rug. Like, this is something that happens on the norm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, when I read the whole Sherry Jennings story and got all the backstory and stuff with that, I was kind of like blown away from that. And it's like, you really don't think about these certain things.
I didn't know about that.
Right. You don't really think about these certain things because, this isn't something that happens to everyone.
Right.
But especially for like the female gamers, I can see this being a really big issue and a problem and stuff, man.
Yeah.
People with positions of power should definitely bring more attention to it. Like, I feel like when it happened, people around her did, but we could have done a better job about it. I definitely.
Yeah, like I said, I don't talk to Sherry a lot, but I definitely kind of. I mean, I talk to her, I keep up with her, but like, I didn't even know anything about that.
Mm-hmm. This was like maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah, damn.
She was talking about an individual. It was literally just like Ricky, where like this individual was at like every tournament she was at, and this person was like DMing her, and like she even like saw this person like on the street, like randomly. It was, I don't know, it was weird, man. But
yeah, the fuck.
Yeah, people that have clout should use it. We were talking about this with Boom last podcast. You know what I mean? Like, people, just top players gotta do more, man. Bring more awareness, yo. Use that clout for something positive. Because I feel like the people that are talking are people that are known in the scene, but don't have enough.
They don't have the reach.
Them. Right. You know what I mean? They don't have enough. Because people are talking, it's just not the right people.
Mm-hmm.
EJ, you want to go now?
Greg kind of hit on it. To be honest with you, with the whole. Okay, let me give you some backstory.
Let's go.
Like every community, when it comes to gaming, I don't know why it's a trend, or not just gaming, just anything that where kind of like a niche thing, like comics or any type of fandom, like games as well that have a unique following. It seems like for me, there's a certain demographic that kind of fit into all of these, and that's like your Ricky Ortiz, your bases, people that want acceptance and want to be known in a certain community because it's a community they like, it's a community they want to belong in. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because it's like it's a thing where people come together. It's a community, like you said. If something happens, it's our own fault. I 100% agree with that, but it just seems like it's getting a little bit cancerous with some people that think they deserve that type of attention.
Okay.
And I feel like that's something that needs to get snapped like right now, today.
Because I feel like that's something that extends even beyond the FGC in that sense. Just because somebody is going through something, whether it be a transition, whether it be something race related, so on and so forth, doesn't entitle you to be treated more or any differently than anybody else. That's what you're getting at, right?
Of course.
Because I can definitely see where like these people, fighting for equality is one thing. Like I understand it, I respect that, right? Because there are definitely some social circles and groups that are fighting for equality. Like it's definitely a thing. I agree with that. But it comes a thing when you take it to another level and you feel like it's almost sexism and racism reverse, where it's like you want equality so bad that you're trying to act as if you're better than other people or races or sexes, or if you feel like you deserve more attention or more respect and so on and so forth. Like you're doing extra, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people fall into that category.
It hasn't been too much lately, but this is something in the past that I've definitely noticed.
Right.
And honestly, I just don't want to see it again, like ever, because it.
Without saying names and such, could you explain the situation that you saw? For better context.
A decent situation that I can think of is probably a time where a player. I don't even remember the player's name, so I can't even go by names with this. Okay. But a player lost in bracket. They got kind of mad about it and tweeted something about it, and they kind of went on a tangent, and somehow, for some reason, their sexuality got involved with it. And that's the cancerous part. That's what I'm saying. And it's always about the sexuality and why don't you treat me like this because I deserve this. I don't like that.
Yeah, you definitely can't use it as a crutch.
No, and I feel like it's being used in a competitive aspect.
Right.
And honestly, if you get on the sticks, it doesn't matter what color you are. You can be purple. I don't care. I'm trying to beat you. Why is your sexuality getting involved in this?
No, I respect that.
That's politics. I don't like that.
It's competition, right? And it's an equal playing field for anybody. Like our sexuality, our race, and so on and so forth doesn't give us a competitive advantage unless you're playing Mortal Kombat. Yeah, all jokes aside, you don't really get an advantage from any of those things. So I don't feel like, there's definitely no place for it here. We're all supposed to be seen as if we're blank mannequins. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I look at it, at least from a competition standpoint. Like, if it was going to be a thing where we're bringing that into context, we would separate the scene. It would be like how, like, the UFC is. You have the female fighters and the male fighters. Like, they separate them. They don't fight each other. You know what I mean? But us being a part of the community and we're all each other's competition, your race, your sex, none of that shit really matters unless you bring it to the table and you're making it the thing.
No,
you know
and I mean? I feel like black people were oppressed at some point, and that doesn't get brought up as much as sexuality with something that like somebody's currently going through. I'm not bringing up the past and talking about this, but they're bringing up the past with their surgery or whatever the case may be. And everybody has their own issues. Like black people aren't the only people that are oppressed.
Exactly.
Fucking there's a lot more stuff going on. the All Lives Matter movement. Nobody's like, oh, you beat me, but All Lives Matter, right? Or something. So, something crazy.
Right,
Really
and
dumb.
I was literally going to like bring that up too, where it's like, you have the Black Lives Matters movement, and then people were like, well, Blue Lives Matter, and it's like, no, you're not getting the point. Like, Black Lives Matter is like, people are. The cops are killing us, man. You're being ignorant. Like, you know what I mean? It's not saying it's not saying that our lives hold more value than, your lives or other people's lives. It's saying that, look, that's not the movement. The movement is about cops killing innocent black people. That's what the movement's about. Okay, you don't understand that. But nah, I see what you're getting at with that. That's definitely something I feel like anything like race related, sex related should be abolished. Like sexism, racism, all that shit, it needs to go. There's no place for that shit in a place of competition. You know what I mean? Especially when we're all on equal footing.
There was a whole poll about that, bro. There was a poll on how would you feel? It was just a Twitter poll.
Right.
Somebody with a few thousand
followers, yeah.
He said, how would you feel if a female beat you in bracket?
Mm-hmm.
And it was either upset or I'll be okay with this. Well, two options, right? Majority, 53%. Of course, they said they would be upset about it. That's a lot of people. This is thousands. I'm talking thousands of players.
I feel like a lot of those people are really fucking insecure because my thing is, no matter what you are, you're a male, female, trans person, whoever, if you're good enough to beat me, I have to respect that. I have to hold that L. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Like I took an L. So why am I salty because of somebody's demographic that they beat me? I'm more salty that I had to take the L in the first place. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Where I'm going with that though is picture those same people that will be upset from a female beating them.
Right.
But then realize that person is a transgender female, transitioning from a male. It escalates the situation. Then it goes on social media. Then it becomes a blow up. And then I just think that shit, just this mentality, is so
it's kind of toxic.
It's very toxic, and it makes me not want to be a part of the community. Like seriously.
Yeah, for as much good. Well, I wouldn't even say as much. It's kind of the light is getting really dim in the FGC, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of fucking darkness, man. There's definitely a lot of darkness, and I feel like that isn't gonna change until the people involved in the community are willing to make a change and kind of grow up, because it's kind of old. You know what I mean? Like we're not in fucking middle school anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna take some mental fortitude for everybody.
And the problem is, you gotta look at the scene, man. You know, the scene is like 80% Gerbers. People, like, come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
It's definitely going that route pretty hard.
Like, it's all Gerbers, bro. So, I don't know if that's something. It needs to go. Like, yeah, Thanos snapped that shit, bro. I don't think it's something that's gonna happen anywhere near overnight or anytime soon. Honestly.
Hell no. That
might be something that's gonna be here till the dawn of time. Cause you remember when everybody popped off when the chick Yu cried when she lost and shit. And
picture a dude doing that.
People were mad about it.
Picture a dude doing that.
You know. And everybody the argument was, she's passionate about it, and then like the other side of that was she's being soft.
So it's Chris G for both of those things. But
just like how Takedo cried when he lost to Daigo.
Yeah. So it's like a double standard type of thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit needs to go. Like we're all.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm done. That's mine.
Personally, jumping to me, what I would abolish from the FGC, over with, done with, gone. That is a very fucking hard question.
Gotta think about it.
I do. Fuck, man. There's just so much shit that goes on in this community.
That's the problem.
Yeah. All right, this is gonna sound like a cop-out, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm done with at the door registration. It needs to be fucking gone. I know we've already talked.
We're going back to this.
I know we've already talked about it. No, that shit needs to be done. Like, period. You know what I mean?
Because I agree with you.
We are living in the year 2019, bro. That shit needs to be fucking gone. Like, please. Like, and the thing is, it's like, these same tournaments that allow this shit have tournament structure issues and time restraints and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, that's only making it fucking worse. So why are we still doing this? Like, you know, we gotta be proactive to making the tournament better. But since
say
that's
something?
not the main focus, the main focus is taking everybody's fucking money. It's like, all right, we're cool with it. You know, go for it.
Okay, yeah, let me just weigh in real quick. And this is just real quick. Smash GG is way too easy to utilize for you not to register beforehand. That's it.
We used it in the backyard.
It's so easy. Like if you can't register for 2 minutes for Smash GG, something's wrong.
Shit needs to go on. And for those people out there that ain't gonna fucking internet or card or anything like that, figure that shit out, man. Cause you can. Everybody can fucking do it, yo. There's libraries and such.
Put
You
a
do it
prepaid
right
card
there.
in.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? There's options, you know. So I'm literally done with that shit. Like that shit needs to be gone. I'm fucking good on it, yo. No more late registration. And I'm also kind of done with the way that tournaments structure themselves as a whole too. I don't really like that, like scheduling. So for instance, right, back in the day, I feel like scheduling wasn't as big of a conflict because of how big streaming has got now. So everything pretty much ran, if not on, close to time, and there was even time for extra shit. So Fridays, you would have your team tournaments. Saturdays would be pools in the morning into the evening, or the morning into the afternoon. And then in the evening, you would have exhibitions. Like there'd be like 3 or 4 different exhibitions and such. So a little bit of entertainment, right? And then Sundays would be your top 8s. But now, because of how big tournaments have gotten and how big exposure is and how big ad revenue and such is now, the streams will take priority over all the extra stuff. So you'll barely get to see team tournaments anymore. Those are done. You barely see exhibitions anymore. That's not only a fault of what is at hand here, but also the games and the community. So like a lot of stuff is to blame for exhibitions. Those are gone. So now it's like, you know, you're really only paying the money to come there, get bopped, watch other people play in tournament, and then leave. Unless you're going to be buying shit from vendors and merch. Like, you know what I mean? There was other stuff built into the tournament. I don't know, man. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Can I snap away the FGC? Can I just get rid? Like, can I just snap the whole thing away?
Go for it.
That shit is riddled with issues, man.
Let's get rid of that shit.
Can we reset it? Let's do that.
Can we reset it where we actually had beef? That'd be cool.
We're never getting that shit back. Way too many people are like image heavy and image conscious to start or engage in beef.
Blame social media.
I feel like social media should amplify it. It's really weird. I feel like the stuff that we have now and with the internet, it should be a lot worse than what it is. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, it doesn't. Because how many people y'all play online? You know what I mean? We've been playing online for the past decade and a half. Like, you know, how many people you play online just a random message people talking shit to you? Like, come on now. How does that not translate into the FGC? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we're at an all-time high for that. Rage quitters. Like, people shit talking and stuff. And nobody's mad. Somebody needs to get angry. Please.
I get angry.
You get angry? Okay, well, you need to start traveling then and start taking that shit out on people because, you know, it's just not seen anymore, man.
But I play a shit game, so.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
I don't get mad. I just like, okay.
So you don't get mad.
I mean, not at that game.
Yeah, so you don't get mad.
Damn, you right.
You get mad.
You got me, Greg.
That nigga lying,
God.
though. You definitely get mad.
Yeah, you definitely get mad.
Yeah, I'm going to start recording them.
You should. It's gonna be wild.
It's going to be really funny. You'll be watching that shit back. But anyway.
All
Alright. Definitely don't have time to open up the phone lines. I should definitely do that earlier. Yeah, but we actually went over a lot of stuff today. But before we end, we will go into the weekend in review, the weekend rollout.
Y'all know what's coming out.
This weekend is all about Avengers, bro. Tomorrow night, Avengers Endgame. For those of you that got a ticket, I feel for you guys. It's going to be dope. The reviews are already out on the internet, so y'all be careful of what you watch and who's talking, because the spoilers is in the air, bro. People are
I'm staying off the
talking.
computer tomorrow.
People are talking, bro. They are running their fucking mouths, man. So you gotta be careful out there. You know what I mean? But outside of that, not only do we have Avengers Endgame, this is a packed weekend, bro. So you know the picture with it's got, I think it's like it's got Chris Bosh dunking the ball and LeBron's like running underneath the rim and shit. You know that picture when they were on the Heat at one time, like the triple threat was on the Heat. They replaced the faces. So on LeBron's face, they put Thanos' head, And on Chris Bosch's face, they put the Night King's head on. So we got the double header, right? So we got Avengers Endgame on Thursday into Sunday, and then we got episode 3 of Game of Thrones, where shit is gonna go the fuck down. This is a stacked weekend, guys. It's time to get hype.
Yeah, just those
It's time
two.
to get hype, bro. Nothing else that goes on this weekend fucking matters, except for that. Even Greg going to Japan, he's gonna cancel his trip so that he can watch Game of Thrones. All right, like it's done.
That's crazy.
Like it's actually done. He's gonna get himself some Avengers inside him, and he's gonna get some
Inside
Endgame, and then he's gonna get some what's it called? He can get some Game of Thrones in him, yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you come to Maryland, you can definitely crash the net, bro. Definitely.
Mind is blown.
Why is your mind blown?
Speaking of Game of Thrones, that scotch is definitely in the freezer.
Yo, so it's supposed to do something funny when it gets cold,
It's supposed to be like something crazy.
bro. I don't think I'm ready for this shit.
You gonna take it out? The whole Night King is in the fucking.
He's gonna be in the freezer. I'm gonna close that bitch. I'm be scared. Like, I'll be scared, dog.
Oh shit.
You can definitely hit the scotch because I'm not drinking that shit. Like,
Definitely.
I do not drink that shit, yo.
Take it. No, don't take it.
All right,
That
is there anything else important going on this weekend outside of Greg going to Japan and the amazing amount of media that's coming?
Nah.
All right.
Endgame.
So, yeah, I guess we could go ahead
I'm
and
looking at my
start
calendar. That's going to just say Endgame.
let's start to wrap it up. We'll go ahead and go through and everybody do their shout outs. Go ahead and start with you, EJ.
Hey, Hermit _ Ernest. Y'all trying to get swole, hit me up.
Shut up.
If y'all trying to get, let me know. I do online and in person, so if y'all away, let me know.
All right. Greg, shout outs.
Yo, Chuck, be quiet, man.
Yeah, I definitely saw this in the tapes.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm just mad tired. Follow me at Twitter. What is it? At Mecha Shinoni. So yeah, hasn't changed. Same thing with Twitch. Mecha Shinoni. I'll be in Japan, so don't really expect much from me. the
Better
next
get
few
yourself a
weeks.
phone card.
I'm gonna respect everything from you. I might expect you to bring back an entire
Or a
girlfriend
hotspot.
from me, bro.
I'm gonna get a hotspot.
You gonna get a girlfriend from me?
Oh, I don't even know what your type is, dog.
A whole hoe.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what your type is whatsoever.
You know what the type is.
Yeah. I mean,
Richard
if
T.
you want to see me, if you want to see me post pictures and whatnot, you can follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, which is I think Mecha Oni. They'll both be simultaneously updated. Probably follow me on Twitter though. That's all I got. See you in 2 weeks.
Alrighty. Nick, shout outs, bro.
Follow me on
That's
Twitter at Nick Stone, at Nick T Stone. Sorry. Instagram _ thank you, Chuck. _ line graph. What do I use any other social media? No. Follow me if you're trying to get buff. EJ's workout plan sucks ass.
Man, shut up. You post lollies.
I definitely do not.
Wow.
Well, run the tapes. Run the tapes.
Oh my god, what is going on right now?
Yeah, you try to come at my Twitter.
Hey, you came at me, bro.
I didn't come
Holy
at you. I'm just
shit.
stating facts. That's different.
What is going on?
But anyways, follow your boy. I post all sorts of hot content. That's about it.
All right, and finally, your boy. You already know where to follow the homie at. You know what I mean? You're already obviously on the Twitch, so while you're here, if you're not following already, you can go ahead and slide me that joint. If you are really trying to support the homie, you should probably slide the sub on there. You know what I mean? Go ahead and hit that sub button. Get you some of these good emotes in you.
Why is it
You know what I
sliding?
mean?
Why is
Got
it
to.
sliding, bro?
You know, all the other homies that are here on the cast as well also stream. We got the best. Oh, champion boys. But anyway, the other homies here, they definitely stream as well too. Check them out. Same socials, same and so on and so forth. Sub to them, support them, bring up the movement, yo. So y'all can get this fire content in y'all. You know what I mean? Other than that, same thing on Twitter, Master Crash MD, and you can check the archives for every previous episode of Crash and Net on my YouTube channel on episode 8 now, going into 9 next week. So Definitely hype about that. But from all of us here at Crash the Net, we will not throw crabs at you guys. We're going to see y'all next week. We up out of here.